Average Therian says early stream. Yay! Yes, we're doing it. We're doing it for people like you who have to stay up to the crack of midnight.
Welcome in, Average Therian.
Now you have a chance to watch.
Are we live on YouTube, Boardgos?
He's thinking. What's up, Candace? What's up, Methodic Ash?
Right,
welcome in.
YouTube. Welcome in, YouTube, as well. Alright, I'm closing my eyes. The card is dry to wet. This is the first card of stream. So let's make it a good one.
Dry, wet. That's our blue 4 right there, Jack. Give me some clues. I want 3 of them that I can give to Mark.
They say if you miss on the first card that you're sentenced to 10,000 plagues.
10,000 years hell.
Yes, 10,000 years hell if we miss.
10,000 years hell.
Those are the stakes. Please give me a good hint, please.
I'm going to close up the board. Oh, I like that one. Say saltines. You can look now.
Saltines?
Saltines!
Those are dry AF.
TikTok with a chat aggregator sounds right.
Okay. Goodbye, chat aggregator.
No.
You worked well. Saltines. Those are super dry, in my opinion. Let's see. Hold on. Messing with it with the chat a little bit here. Is it going to be maxed out dry? I kind of don't think so, because if it was, you might say, I don't know, the sun. But classically,
I think the sun's got a wet heat.
it's a wet heat, yeah. But classically, I think that's one of the driest kind of things I can imagine. There's some moisture in a saltine. I think hardtack would push me further. But
Say another one for you. Desert.
okay. Rains in the desert occasionally. It's not the driest thing in the world. It has rain. It supports life. So that does tick me up a little bit.
See, Murphy says the sun is plasma, so I was right. It's a wet heat. When you really think about it. What's plasma if not a little bit of wet heat?
Not getting into this. I'm not.
Country Most says, I skip work just to watch y'all. Y'all should be grateful. No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Unless you want to.
And last but not least, let's go. Plasma isn't a liquid, it's another state of matter. Well, we can agree to disagree. I think plasma's pretty wet. Personally. And last but not least, let's go with pretzel.
Pretzel, okay. All right, this is taking me up a good bit then. Like a soft pretzel, especially, has a little bit of moisture to it. So it's 100% not maxed out. You said a saltine, a pretzel, and the desert, which notably has rain in it. So I think it's going to be a good chunk up, but it's going to be pretty close to maxed out. Yeah, this makes sense. There's a little moisture in there. I'm going to tick it up just slightly. Maybe that's a little bit too far. I'm going to put it a teeny tiny bit back down. I'm going to lock in right here.
Locked in? Mm-hmm. Okay. I guess I should say, I was not thinking of soft pretzel at all when I said that. Didn't even cross my mind.
10,000 years hell.
10,000 years hell. 10,000 years. You want to know what else is a good clue for this? 10,000 years hell.
I'm on the target. I'm on the target.
You got there.
Okay, all right. That is a 2 just barely. Yo, Candace sent to heart me, Twig sent to heart me, Ashton sent to heart me, and Flynn sent to heart me. Thank you so much, everyone.
Also, a few minutes ago, Juju on the bat complimented Corey's hair, but Shadak didn't pick it up.
I can see it right now. It looks. I was just about to say something.
Yes,
you.
we very narrowly avoided 10,000 years hell. That is the punishment for missing the first round, but it was not a miss, it was a 2. Very nice, very nice.
Also, did Borgo say Juju on the bat?
I don't know what Boardgo said.
Juju on that free ad.
It's not.
I'm not gonna push it. I'm not gonna push it.
Instead,
You made a valid attempt.
let's go with our next card. This is a custom card from our Halloween special.
Ooh.
Very spooky. This is going.
That's fair.
It's going to be my card now. Do you think YouTube will attempt another revolution? They will not. The chat aggregator has been slayed. So,
For now.
For now. There's no need. They have their own separate chat.
It's like a boss. It has a second phase eventually.
Yo, Flynn sent a squirrel. Thank you so much, Flynn. This is a custom card from a Halloween episode. Couldn't outsmart the Scooby-Doo gang. Could outsmart the Scooby-Doo gang. This is an interesting one. My petition won. Oh God.
No, I assure you, the chat aggregator just failed.
All right, Corey, close your eyes. This 4 right here is what we are aiming for. This 4 is the target. We need to give Corey a hint that gets him to put the dial right onto that blue 4. Couldn't outsmart the Scooby-Doo gang. Could outsmart the Scooby-Doo gang. I typically prefer to look for fictional characters, but, you know, anything works. Okay, this is an interesting one. I am closing it up. Corey, you may look. Okay.
Hang on.
We got some interesting ones coming in. Let me see. What am I gonna go with? I'm gonna say Dr. Facilier's hint first, which is Shaggy.
But he is the Scooby-Doo gang.
He's one of them.
He's one of them.
Jillian sent to heart me. Thank you so much, Jillian. Welcome in. Happy Friday.
No, Shaggy is the Scooby-Doo gang. Come on.
And the next one I'm gonna give you, Dr. Heinz Doofenshmirtz.
Dr. Heinz Doofenshmirtz can't even outsmart a freaking platypus, dude. Can't even outsmart a freaking mammal, okay? No, I don't think he can outsmart the Scooby-Doo gang. I think it's very much no. The answer is no.
And then final one that I'm gonna give you. I was scared to give this one because I didn't know if you'd get it, but I'll have faith. Flynn's hint, Sam and Dean.
Oh yeah, Winchester.
Yeah, Sam and Dean Winchester.
I grew up on the internet, buddy. I might not have seen Supernatural, but I know the Winchester brothers. Wow, that I will say, you've hit me the whole spectrum of this dial, I think. I think Shaggy's dead middle, I think Heinz Doofenshmirtz is maxed out good, and then I think the Winchester brothers are somewhere on this side. So you really hit me with the whole spectrum here. So that being said, I have to err towards the middle here. I gotta err towards the middle. I think Heinz, like I said, Heinz Doofenshmirtz can't even outsmart a platypus, so I think he'd struggle outsmarting the Scooby-Doo gang.
I don't know if that's completely fair. That is not an average platypus. That's like losing against Air Bud.
Okay, you are right. However, he does have a self-destruct button on every device he makes. Notably, even an actual hand axe he built, he put a self-destruct button on. Yes. So I think, it's pretty safe to say he's gonna get outsmarted. Shaggy is just the Scooby-Doo gang. Like, it's just him. So, I think, can he outsmart himself? Could God make a boulder that he himself could not push? And then the Winchester brothers, they're pretty smart and clever, but I don't know, maybe they wouldn't want to try to outsmart the Scooby-Doo gang. Maybe that's the logic you're going with. They could do it, but they wouldn't want to.
Locking in there?
I have to. That's the best I could go off of.
Supernatural and Scooby-Doo did have a crossover episode. I forgot about that. I did know that at one point. Here on so early today gives me such UK joy, haha. Glad to hear. All right, let's see how we did. Couldn't outsmart the Scooby-Doo gang, could outsmart the Scooby-Doo gang, Heinz Doofenshmirtz, Sam and Dean, and Shaggy.
All right, I'll take it.
Okay, all right, that is on the 2 still.
I was expecting a complete miss. I will take the 2.
That is in fact a 2. Yeah, it was just slightly to the couldn't outsmart side. I think at the end of the day, the reason I did really like Sam and Dean as one of the hints is like, yes, they are also cunning supernatural detectives. They are both in that category. But at the end of the day, Scooby-Doo has Toon Force.
That's so true.
So Sam and Dean aren't getting the upper hand. Yo, Emma Zalek sent a heart me. Thank you so much. Alrighty, we are down to 5 cards remaining. It's cooperative round of wavelength with a score of 4.
All 2s today.
All 2s today. Let's go.
Oops, all 2s.
Wow, insulting to my dear Dr. Heinz Doofenshmirtz.
I would never. Heinz Doofenshmirtz would not want to outsmart the Scooby-Doo gang. All right.
Why not?
Well, because Heinz Doofenshmirtz is about, like, evil genius. All of the people that the Scooby-Doo, like, outsmart are white-collar evil criminals, which I feel like Doofenshmirtz would have beef with, because that's not real evil.
What's the game called? It is called Wavelength. There's a tutorial video pinned on our channel if you want to know how to play. But the next card, which I'm doing the dollar placement for, is going to be Good to Evil.
Good to evil, good to evil, good to evil. Let's see it. Thought this was red and link, but I'm locked in either way. Oh yeah, welcome in. So nice. Are those little pine trees on your shirt?
They're cactuses.
Cacti.
They're cacti. I'll lean in a little bit so maybe you can see them. I know I'm not going to lean in far. They're cacti.
The other spiky tree-like thing. Good, evil, blue 4 right there. Your goal, give me some clues I can give to Mark. That'll get him to guess where on this spectrum of good to evil that blue 4 is. Give me some clues. I'm gonna take 3 from either YouTube or TikTok chat. Oh my god, it really is Rhett and Link. Rhett and Link from Temu? Alright. Oh my god, I need some Diet Coke because I need caffeine in me. I'm gonna close up the board. Bam! Mark, you can look. Let's go with. Ooh man, there's some good ones coming in.
I've seen a few interesting ones. I need to stop looking to spoil it. Good to Evil is the card, giving us your best hints.
I like that one. Anakin Skywalker.
You know, there's a whole fascism thing he did, which wasn't cool. It really wasn't cool. But
Anakin Skywalker? The Jedi Padawan?
He did kill those kids. And that was pretty cool.
What? Somebody clip that.
Can you imagine how many spin-offs he prevented in that moment?
He was doing the average Star Wars fan a favor. He was trimming the timelines.
Yes.
And I'll give you another one too while you're thinking. A toddler. We'll go along that line.
A toddler? Okay, well, a toddler's dead center, but Anakin Skywalker, like, yes, he started good and then he ended redeemed, but that in-between stage, that was a little rough, those things he did. I think he has some good elements, but it pushes me a little bit towards evil. Toddler doesn't have any thoughts or concepts of anything. They're just dead center. But I suppose they do be crying and pooping all the time and being real inconvenient to their parents. That could make them a little evil.
And last but not least, let's go. People who don't return their shopping carts.
You know, I don't have that strong of an opinion on it, I'm going to be honest.
It's fine.
Hello from France. Are you English? We speak English. And welcome in from France. I'm going to say, yeah, that's slightly evil.
Slightly evil.
Yeah. Just like Anakin and a toddler.
Alright.
I'm going to lock in there. I'm going to lock in there.
Honorable mention, a bad fortune cookie.
Okay. Like, expired? Or just has a bad fortune?
Like, a fortune that you, like, crack open the cookie and you read it, it just is like, fuck you.
Yeah, that goes hard.
I think so. And then, of course, honorable mention, it has to be my dad.
Guys, every clue, every damn clue. This guy's in chat going, oh, my dad's actually a good one for this one. I have no idea if they're ever serious.
That might be true, though. That might be true. I like that one. When I see it and I think it fits, you know, I gotta give that one an honorable mention. We are American, yes.
All right, let's reveal the board. Good to evil. Let's see how we did.
Bang on.
Woo!
It's back. I brought it back in today.
Unfortunately, the 2 streak has been ended, but that is a 4. Very nice. First 4 of the afternoon.
Of the day?
Of the day? Yes. What is afternoon?
I guess in a technical sense.
So, for those of you who are new, you're about to be confused. Corey is not about to update the score to say 8. He's about to update to say 7. Why is he doing that?
I can't do math.
He can't do math. No, in this game mode, a 4 is worth 3 points. Why is that the case? Well, instead, the benefit is we take another card and we add it to the stack, extending the game. It gives us more opportunities to score. So we would have been at 4 cards remaining, but because there's 4, worth 3 points, we're at 5 cards remaining. Woo!
Woo! Hello on YouTube chat popping in. How you doing today?
Bad math is my favorite.
It's my favorite too.
Yo, Flynn sent 5 GGs and a squirrel, and happy to be here, sent 3 squirrels. Thank you so much. All right, closing up the board. We are at 5 cards remaining. I'll skip this one for now.
Whoa, you skipping?
Yeah. right. This is a fun one. I always like doing this one. This is going to be side character, main character. Ooh. This is a custom card submitted to us by Tay's Book Talk in our Discord. If you want to submit your own cards, feel free to join the Discord, link in bio, and go to our suggestions channel. Yo! Flynn sent a squirrel, and happy to be here sent 3 squirrels. I already read those, right, Ben?
You did.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, it got read twice because of how much I appreciate it. The squirrels, yes, they are back.
We'll love the squirrels.
Hopefully there's another JFK today. I know you're talking about the game, but...
You know, we need that kind of strong voice nowadays. How else are we going to represent that we got a certain score in wavelength?
Alright, this here is the placement. This 4 is what we are aiming for. Side character, main character. Editor, I do see the directions that you're leaving in chat, but we are trying to come up with a hint that gets Corey to put the red dial right onto this blue 4. We're getting some squirrel emojis in chat. Very nice. The army is amassing. Side character, main character. This is an interesting one. Okay. I like these. I like these coming in. I'm going to close it up. Corey, you may look.
You know, we're doing an early stream today because we want to go play Magic later tonight with some friends. And like I mentioned yesterday, my current frontrunner deck that I'm using is a Squirrel Tribal deck. So they're giving, it's like that scene from Dragon Ball Z where they're all giving their power. They're giving it to me so I can be a threat tonight.
Nice. First thing I'm going to give you is Han Solo.
Han Solo, that's a main character. He's one of the 3 main people in Star Wars. Although I'd say Luke Skywalker would be like a maxed out answer for this. So Han Solo, I think I would have to tick up a good bit. I wouldn't put it in this squadron. Probably like right here-ish for Han Solo.
Let's see. I'm also seeing Haymitch from Hunger Games.
All right, Haymitch is gonna have me tick it up even more. I think Haymitch in the Hunger Games.
Let me say I should specify Hunger Games universe.
Okay. He was a main character at one point in one of the games, right? That was his big claim to fame. He won one of the titular Hunger Games.
I can tell you that is how you become a mentor.
Yeah. That's what I thought. So that being said, I think if we're just talking about the book, Haymitch is the character in my mind in the Hunger Games that is the main character that is closest to being a side character, right? I think if you're any less notable than Haymitch, you become a side character. That being said, if we're talking about in the greater Hunger Games universe, because he's a mentor, because he won a game, he's definitely more of a main character, so I'm going to go like right here. I am going to tick up from where I had Han Solo, right there.
And final one. This isn't going to be a real hint because I know you're not going to understand it, but I have to name and shame when somebody mentions Big Mouth in chat.
Don't put him out there like that, man.
Murphy says Missy from Big Mouth.
No more.
This is a no Big Mouth stream. No.
I tried to watch one episode of Big Mouth. Me and Ward Ghost one day when we were bored, we put on one episode of Big Mouth just to see why people were talking about it. We got traumatized. We could not make it through.
Okay, actual final hint from YouTube chat. Hookah says Squidward.
Squidward's a main character. He's one of the 3. Tick it a little bit more up for Squidward. Tick it a little bit more up. He's like the squid. He's like the ward. You know what I'm saying?
The ward of the squid.
He's the ward of the squid. He's a squid with ward 3. No, that's a joke. I think it's a pretty main character. Not ticked up all the way.
Are you locked in right there?
I'm gonna take it. Okay, we're good. We're good.
Yo, Chelsea sent a heart me, and Flynn sent 25 squirrels, amassing the squirrel army. Thank you so much. Side character, main character, let's see how he did.
Oh!
Very nice. That is a second 4 in a row. Woo! Holy moly, very nice.
I did see right before it was revealed, call out bad hints. Hello, that's looking pretty good to me.
Lexi says, Rhett and Link were actually their stunt doubles.
It's true.
It's true, that's
You
a fact.
fools, you're streaming with their stunt doubles.
Yes. Anytime you see them do a backflip, that's us. We are dead. Speech again. Yes, Corey's added 3 points to the board, not 4, even though he scored a 4. Why did he do that? Well, in this game mode, a 4 is only worth 3 points because instead the benefit is to take another card and add it to the stack, extending the game. We would have been at 4 cards remaining, but because there's 4, worth 3 points. You're instead at 5 cards remaining. Very nice. The game is called Wavelength. There's a tutorial video on our channel if you're interested. Or, I assure you, you can learn how to watch by playing. It's very easy. Alright, last time we did this card is super controversial. Things got heated. There were names being thrown. Disgusting cereal, delicious cereal.
So it says, you are the most unathletic people I've seen on this app. My brother, do you not think I don't own a mirror? Do you think I've never seen my reflection before? This is not new information to me.
Huh.
Every time I get ready in the morning, I close my eyes.
I like to imagine their feed is all just like super buff people.
Just
like,
the buffest guys.
Just buffest guys. And he was, you know, flabbergasted when he swiped to see us instead.
You said you were stunt doubles? Well, yeah, stunt doubles don't have to be athletic, you know?
No, they just have to be willing to risk bodily harm. I did give an example of backflip. If you ever see them fail a backflip,
that's more accurate.
Yeah.
That's more accurate. Although, you know, in that same vein, we talked about this before. Physically, I am unable to roller skate or ice skate. So if Rhett and Link are ever doing that, you know for a fact that's not me.
That's fair.
Doctor Diagnosis.
Oh, sorry, you're doing the spin and hit for this one. Alright, remember this is mark opinions you're trying to decipher.
Uh-oh.
Everyone remembers my maxed out disgusting answer, right? Don't repeat it now if you don't know it. I'll reveal it after the board.
Disgusting cereal, delicious cereal. Bam! Disgusting cereal, delicious cereal. That is where the blue 4 is. That is where the blue 4 is. Give me some clues to give to Mark. Disgusting cereal, delicious cereal. What do you got for me? What do you got for me? Ooh, I see some good ones coming in already. I'm going to close up the board, give you all a second to memorize it, get you a second to get a good idea there. I'm gonna close up the board. Mark, you can look. I'm gonna say, like, the normal Cheerios.
Normal Cheerios.
Normal Cheerios.
Yo! Ty's Taylor version sent a hat and mustache and 2 roses. Thank you so much. Flynn sent 5 GGs and Maddie sent a tiny diny. Thank you so much. Normal Cheerios.
Normal Cheerios.
Dude, put some honey nut on those. God damn.
You're honey what?
Put some honey nut on those things. God damn.
What the hell?
Plain Cheerios are a little bit gross. I've had plain Cheerios, but whenever you have it, you have to put your own honey on it, or strawberries, or blueberries, or something. Yo, Bunny May sent a heart me. Thank you so much, Bunny May. Good to see you. I'm gonna say plain Cheerios. They're a little bit disgusting if you have to eat them, you know, raw dog.
I don't want. You talk about your honey nut Cheerios, raw dog, and the Cheerios. What's going on, man? Just because they're circle shaped doesn't mean we have to be like this.
Yep.
All right. Let's go, Weetabix.
I don't know what that is.
Alright.
I don't know what that is.
Alright. Fair enough. Let's go Rice Krispies.
Rice Krispies. Ooh, radical opinion. I really don't like Rice Krispies. I am not at all a fan of Rice Krispies. And that does extend to Rice Krispie treats. Do not like them.
I'm with you on the Rice Krispie treats.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they're overrated as hell.
I'm glad to hear people like fight me on that opinion. I'm like, look, guys, all that's happening is I'm not eating the Rice Krispie treats on this table. It is more for you.
It's so true. You should like that I have that opinion.
Fake Rhett and Link, no, they're stunt doubles.
Fools.
So yeah, I would put Rice Krispie treats about that far to the disgusting side. Though in reality, just probably a little more middling.
So homemade are so much better. I mean, that's just a cheat code for anything. Anything homemade is better, right? But I will agree, homemade Rice Krispie treats are definitely on the good side.
Make Rice Krispie treats with Lucky Charms instead? That's kind of spitting, actually. That's actually a really good idea. Really? Oh.
And last but not least, say Fruity Pebbles.
Fruity Pebbles. Yum. I love those. I love those a lot, but I don't like the other ones. I'm taking it back. Yeah, I like Fruity Pebbles, don't like Rice Krispies.
Alright.
That's just how it'd be. I think it's middling answer, slightly towards disgusting, and I'm gonna lock in right here.
Lock in. I saw a lot of people saying Raisin Bran.
I like Raisin Bran.
I know you like Raisin Bran. I think Raisin Bran is one of those things where the older you get, the more you appreciate raisins in your cereal. You know? Are you ready?
Mark and Corey looking good. Thank you, Courtney. Appreciate you being here.
Also, the other one, Radical. I saw a lot of people. I shouldn't say a lot of people. I saw a couple of people say Corn Pops. I freaking love Corn Pops, dude. I love Corn Pops.
So far, disgusting.
Also, Shredded Wheat. That's another one I saw. Love Shredded Wheat.
I love melted cheese.
Let's see what we got. Bam!
Oh! That is 3 4s in a row. Holy moly! We are on a streak. That is our 3rd 4 in a row. Disgusting cereal, delicious cereal.
Hell yeah.
Fem sent a rose. Flynn sent 5 ice cream cones and 5 squirrels. Thank you so much. Providing squirrels to the army equipped with ice cream cones. Isn't that nice?
Ooh.
Raisin Bran Crunch is so good. I have to disagree. I'm gonna be honest. I think the crunch distracts from it for me. Well, in this game mode, we scored a 4. I should give a reminder. A 4 is only worth 3 points. That 13 is correct. Why is that the case? Well, instead of being worth 4 points, the benefit is you take another card, we add to the stack, and it extends the game. That's why. What's this game called? It is called Wavelength.
Wavelength.
Oh no, Mark, why did Corey's math come out wrong? Not right now. Let's see. It is time to do
Well, what's your most
another one.
disgusting cereal? You never said.
Oh, my most disgusting cereal for disgusting cereal, delicious cereal. Max out disgusting, Golden Grams. That is the worst cereal
I think you're crazy for that one.
to ever be made.
I don't think it's not my favorite, but I wouldn't say it's the worst cereal ever made.
I like get flashbacks to.
Oh, yeah, someone in chat agrees with you though. Grape Nuts or Golden Grams, their least favorite.
Okay, thank goodness. Golden Grams is like the worst thing I've ever put in my mouth. Bad Gift, Good Gift is going to be the next one. We are still at 5 cards remaining. I've never tried Grape Nuts. All brand is worst. Board goes. You moderate. Bad Gift, Good Gift. It was split 4 anyway.
I was gonna say, you wanna wait a second there, man?
Alright, Bad Gift, Good Gift. This 4 right here is what we are aiming for. This 4 is the target. We are trying to come up with a hint to get Corey to put the red dial right onto this blue 4. This is an interesting one. Bad Gift, Good Gift. This one's always really subjective. We did really poorly with Corey last time we did this card, so we need to take that into account.
Yeah, I'm pretty easy. Yeah, I mean, you could get me like a shoelace and I'll be like, whoa, you thought of me? Thank you.
Funny May says, remember folks, Corey thinks that an unsigned card is middle.
Again, I'm easy.
I'm closing it up. Corey, you may look.
I'm very easy to please.
Okay. I think this is a great one from Carclane. A $5 gift card to Subway.
Okay. Alright, this is where my bias comes out. I freaking hate Subway. You can't get jack shit for $5 at Subway. Alright? You're gonna get the cat food steak they get in the back that they keep for the bad customers. Just kidding, they give to all customers. So it's not, $5 gift card, $5, but it's to Subway. So it's basically unusable.
Chutaki says a shirt that is a size too small.
Again, unusable. What are you saying? You saying I could stand to lose some weight?
Work towards this, buddy.
Here's your new goal size. Hands it off. That's bad. I don't like it.
Yo, Flynn sent a hat and mustache. Holy moly, thank you so much, Flynn. Flynn also sent 5 GGs, and happy to be here, sent 15 squirrels. I may have read that one already. I apologize if so, but thank you so much. Let's see, and final one. All right, I'll read it. An army of squirrels, parentheses, not on TikTok.
Well, now, okay, now, all right, now, I love squirrels. We know this about me. This is how the whole squirrel thing started, is when I talked about how much I freaking love squirrels and that how my family would squirrel watch every day, all right? So if I got an army of squirrels, I'd be sick. I'd be a menace to society. I would become a supervillain, all right? So that's a phenomenal gift for me. But I think to the average person, how are you taking care of all those squirrels, right?
An army of them.
How are you taking care of them? Well, there's too many. You can't feed that many squirrels.
That kind of feels like an elephant gift at that point.
Start passing it around.
No. How, like, back in the olden days, if you wanted to, like, punish someone, you would gift them an elephant.
Oh!
It's extremely expensive to take care of.
Yeah, I thought you were saying, like, white elephant. So, like, you're all sitting around and one of the boxes is just violently shaking for the entire hour of the white elephant.
Yeah, Thomas points out, no one said you could control the squirrels.
Yeah, that's a good point. So this is bad gift. This is bad gift style.
So there's a $5 gift card to Subway. It was, the army of squirrels
Shirt
and
that's a size too small.
Shirt that's a size too small.
You started with the gift card, shirt, and then army of squirrels, and as it's gone, it's ticked me further and further down in bad gift. So I think these are definitely bad. You don't want a size shirt too small. Again, $5 Subway, essentially unusable. We're no longer in the $5 foot long era. All right, inflation's ruined that for us all. So I think it's a bad gift. I'm locked in there.
Locked in bad gift. Yeah, the thing about the $5 gift card to Subway is all it does is remind you of what we lost. The $5 footlongs. Bad gift, good gift, let's see it. Oh.
It's still 2.
Oh, yeah, that is still a 2.
2. That's good.
4th Street comes to an end. 60 blades of grass would have gotten us there.
60 blades, it would have done it.
Early live, well, guys, indeed. Yo, holy moly. Dr. Cillier sent, oh my god, I can't count these. Why do these all send separately, Dr. Cillier? Let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 squirrels. Thank you so much. Ruin sent 2 squirrels. Flynn sent 20 squirrels to the squirrel army. Thank you so much. Ty DiCarlo sent a high bear. And Molly sent a squirrel as well. Thank you so much. Love all the squirrels.
Squirreling out, man.
We're absolutely squirreling out in chat over here. Let's see. Our next card. We're down to 4 cards remaining with a score of 15. Our next card is going to be Unsexy Color, Sexy Color.
Hell yeah.
What score are you trying to get? Just as high as possible, but the highest we've ever gotten is 42.
42.
That was a complete anomaly.
I don't know if we'll ever see it again.
Hello?
But I said that the last time we had a high score.
Also saw hello from Germany. Hello.
Yo,
Glad you're here.
hello to Germany. All right, Unsexy Color, Sexy Color. Now, notably, Mark is very skewed towards the sexy side of any card. All right, so you got to keep that in mind.
What the hell?
Am I wrong?
I'm not going to comment on this. I'm going to abstain.
All right, there we go. That is where the blue 4 is. Your job, give me some clues. That is going to get Mark to guess where that blue 4 is on our spectrum of unsexy color to sexy color. Oh man, I'm getting hot and bothered just thinking about all these colors, dude. Ooh, man. All right, I am going to close up the board. You can look now. First one off rip I like. Navy blue.
Navy blue, I hate navy blue. That is a very much an unsexy color. It's the same reason I don't like yellow, because it's like an off-white, and it's like, man, I wish this thing was just like cleaner looking. Navy blue is like, man, I wish this thing was just black. Every time I put on a navy blue shirt, I'm like, I wish this wasn't a black shirt that I put through the wash too much. Unsexy.
All right, let's go. Next up, olive green.
Olive green. Okay, once again, unsexy. Maybe a little bit less unsexy. I like olives, but I think olive green isn't like a, whoa, that's appealing color. I think it's a little bit unsexy.
And then we'll go, last one, red.
Red? Red's a sex color. Red.
It's a sex color!
It's a sex color! Like, notably, it's a sex
It's a
color.
notable sex color, red.
What? Am I out of line for saying that? I think I am correct.
I think you forgot a Y when you said it, but I'll let it slide.
Look, if somebody's wearing a full navy blue suit, I'm like, you know. Probably not looking for sex right now. Full red suit. I might be asking questions.
I have a full red suit. Why are you in full red? Is it because
Okay.
you're looking for sex right now?
That brings me back to the middle, actually.
Okay, fair enough.
Add the Y mark. Oof, an all
Please,
navy.
we're begging you.
An all navy suit would do it for me. Okay, maybe it's my own bias. I'm just not a fan of navy blue. Really not. I'm gonna say red pushes me way towards the sexy side to account for my extreme dislike towards navy blue. A little unsexy. I'm gonna lock in right here.
All right, gonna lock in right there. Yo, what's this stream about? We're playing board games. Right now we're playing Wavelength. Probably play Codenames later.
YouTube is the sex team.
And if you guys like playing board games with chat, you give us a cheeky little follow. Give us a little cheeky follow. You can watch us play board games every day of the week, except for the weekend,
Yes.
because we're busy. All right, now that's out of the way. Let's get to the real business. Sexy colors.
To be fair, you didn't know my distaste for navy blue.
See, chat was saying, and I thought the same thing. I thought you were an olive green guy. Thought that would have swayed you to the sexy side.
I like olives.
That's fair.
That is a 2. I think it's a 2. Let's see.
I think so.
That is a 2. Very nice. Yo, Layla sent a rose and a squirrel. Thank you so much. Ty Taylor's version sent a rose, and Flynn sent 5 squirrels. Thank you so much. Amassing the squirrel army will soon be unstoppable. Hello, Professor Unknown. Good to see ya.
We're doing good. How are you?
Let's see. We are now down to 2 cards remaining. 2 cards remaining in this round of cooperative wavelength. Let's see. Our next card is going to be fragile to durable. Good math. Solid 10. Solid 7.
All right.
Very nice.
As you spin up, Count Case wants to know if we play different board games. What are some good suggestions? All right, chat, get your notepads out. I got some good ones for you. Our favorite co-op game, the Forbidden Island series, or just Forbidden series in general. It's got a bunch of them. Good co-op board games. Love Smash Up. It's a fun card game. And then one that I've been wanting to play that a lot of people love. This was mentioned in chat when I was not here. Wingspan. That's a classic one.
Mark, Dr. Cillier says, Mark, you don't have to count my squirrels. Dr. Cillier, I appreciate that. I'm just gonna shout squirrel army every time it's more than
Squirrel!
Caitlin Gale sent a Rosa. Thank you so much. All right, let's see the board. This 4 right here is what we are aiming for. This 4 is the target. This is an interesting one. Fragile to durable. Let's see if I can get this in focus here. Fragile to durable. Okay. All right, I like some of the ones coming in. I like some of these coming in. All right. I am closing it up. Corey, you may look. The first hint I'm going to give you is Kevlar vest.
Kevlar vest.
Kevlar vest.
Pretty durable. You get shot in that a couple times and you'll be fine. Get stabbed in there a few times, you're gonna be good. Don't have to worry about a Kevlar vest. Good sturdy vest.
Let's see.
I'd wear that underneath my suit to a wedding. Good kind of vest.
Laura Mason says iron skillet. Are y'all related? We are not.
Iron skillet?
Iron skillet.
Again, pretty durable. Pretty durable. Really, the only thing you gotta worry about with an iron skillet is rust. Other than that, it can take a beating, especially while you're cooking.
Here's an interesting one.
It's got a weakness.
From Country Mozart in YouTube. Toddler sippy cup.
Oh my god. If there is any common household item that is specifically designed to take as much of a beating as possible, it is a toddler sippy cup. It is one of the few household items that is designed to take Hulk smash levels of rage, okay? So it's definitely pretty durable. Man, all of these things are incredibly durable. I think the Kevlar vest, the cast iron skillet, and the toddler sippy cup can all take some damage and get destroyed. Kevlar vest, if you get too many shots in, you gotta get rid of them. They're no longer safe, right?
Well, one shot, it's...
Yeah, exactly. But it can take a shot, which is crazy. The cast iron skillet, again, if it rusts, it's unusable. Toddler sippy cup, while it is very durable, it is made of plastic, so it can shatter.
Always durable, but never spill proof. Yeah, yep.
So with that being said, I think it's pretty durable. I might take it down a little bit more, but I can't X it out. I'm good about there.
Okay, locked in right there. The hints were Kevlar vest, steel skillet, and a toddler sippy cup. Let's see how we did. Woo! Okay, all right.
I'll take it.
That is a 3. That is touching the 3 just barely. I am going to roll that one as a 3. It's on the line, but I'm going to roll it as a 3. Very nice, very nice. Why does the guy on the left look like the lead singer of Pacific Northwest emo band? And then our mod says, because he is. Thanks, Thomas.
I can see it. I can see it. You would make a killer lead in the Pacific Northwest emo band.
Yo, Coopster just became a 2-month subscriber.
Oh, they fried him!
They fried Coopster!
They fried Coopster, no!
Holy moly, thank you so much. Yeah, so if you're in TikTok chat, if you see our subscribers, our meeps, have a little meep and a red prawn next to their name. We wanted it to be a red pawn, but that wasn't an option, so we went with a red prawn instead. And once you subscribe for 2 months, as you can see from Bunny May's comment, they fry the damn prawn!
They fucking fried him, man.
They fried Coopster, they fried Bunny May.
They fried him.
Yesterday was actually the first day, to my knowledge, that it became possible for somebody to get a fried prawn.
Both Bunny May and Dr. Vasilia got fried.
Let's see. It's rough, you know? I think our next... We have 1 card remaining. 1 card remaining. Let's do a custom card. Prawn on the Barbie.
Prawn on the Barbie.
Oh, is that month 3? Is month 3 a barbecue?
Well, I mean, we're gonna have to find out in a month from now.
Oh, man.
Have to stay tuned. Well, the card, our last card, is going to be red flag, green flag.
Well, to you all, red flags are green. We've learned this about you.
It's gonna
be a tough one. It's gonna be a tough one.
Judgment boy.
Knock off Link and the other guy. That's crazy that you think I look more like Link than he looks like Red. That's crazy to me.
I heard Rhett got a haircut, but...
Did he?
I don't know, that's what I heard.
Oh my god.
I'll watch him.
Sign of the end times, man. Red flag to green flag. That is where the blue 4 is. Chat, give me some clues! Give me some clues. I want to give Mark 3 of them from either YouTube or TikTok. We always say this every now and then. If you're trying to figure out how to play or you're not quite sure, there's always a pinned video on our channel on TikTok, or if you search through our YouTube, we have a short about it. This is Wavelength. Going to close the board. Bam. Mark, you can look. Opening the door for you.
Opening the door for me? Mm-hmm. So it's a green flag. Yeah. It's not the greenest flag in the world, but it's a green flag.
Don't listen to this hint. Don't listen to this hint, but someone said Jamaica.
I'm ignoring that.
Figured I mentioned that one.
Ruin sent 10 squirrels. Thank you so much, Ruin.
Remembers most anniversaries.
Most?
Well,
anniversaries.
No one's batting 100, alright?
Okay. Still a green flag, but like, those few they forget. Mm-hmm. I'm going to remember that. Yeah.
Alright. And
it's like, dear, did you know it was our 5-year anniversary? Oh, you can't expect me to remember all of them. I got the last 4.
I'm allowed to miss one every now and then.
I'm allowed to miss a few.
20% of your anniversaries?
And last but not least, tips 20%.
Tips 20%. Green flag, yeah. Once again, not the greenest flag in the world. I mean, it's an American thing, so tipping 20%, that's just it's like returning a shopping cart. It's just kind of what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
So, I'll say it's a green flag. Maybe I'm being too harsh. Yo, Flynn said mustache. Thank you so much, Flynn.
Cowboy, why do you smell like Wavelength?
Nobody gets that.
I know, but I like it. That's all that matters to me.
I'm gonna lock in right there.
Alright, you locked in right there?
Yes.
So someone said, Broad Oklahoma, he says, I missed my first wedding anniversary. So see? Surely, you're gonna say any of our members in chat are a red flag? No.
Was it Lisa the Star yesterday who said I wouldn't be invited to my own wedding?
Well, you gotta keep the bid up, right? Yeah, you gotta keep the bid up.
Alright, red flag, green flag.
Alright, let's see it. Hey!
Ooh, okay, not bad. You guys look good in the hat and mustache. I thought so too. Thank you again, Flynn. Kate the Great sent 6 goats. Thank you so much, Kate the Great. That is a 3. Very nice. Also, super fun card from Izzy. It was a custom card submitted to us by one of our Discord members. If you'd like to join the Discord yourself, there's a link in our bio. You can leave your card suggestions in the suggestions channel.
I'm always around there chatting, right? If anybody wants to send a message, I'm always around at some point.
Well, wow, we ended with 23. Not bad, not bad at all. It is time for me to pull out the official How to Play Wavelength rulebook and flip to the back where it tells us how we did based off our score. For scoring a 23, the message we get from the creators of Wavelength themselves is Galaxy Brain.
Whoa!
Woo! That
0 JFKs.
That is the second highest category. Yeah. No JFK. We were 2 points away from getting 3 JFKs.
Too shy.
Which is the highest category.
JFK was a little shy today. Didn't feel like coming out.
Bryn sent a heart me. Thank you so much. Kayla sent 2 sausages. Very nice. Well, do you want to go for another round of Wavelength?
Mark, do you have to ask? Of course I do. It's Wavelength.
Of course, of course. Do you want to move the 23 down to the previous score?
Absolutely.
And I will generate another one for us. Here is yet another custom card. This is a custom card from Hayden is Tired.
Hey.
Frequent YouTube enjoyer. Worst place for a date, best place for a date. And remember, it's gonna be Corey's interpretations this time, not my interpretations.
Oh man.
So you don't have to say an all red room.
Well, I mean that's pretty good.
You kind of look like Rhett and Link. Who are they?
I've never heard of them before.
Code names. We'll do code names after this round of Wavelength, Candace. And Dr. Acilier showing off the custom subscriber emotes on TikTok. Or actually, it's not the custom ones; those are the default ones. But the exclusive subscriber emotes. And holy moly, an army of squirrels from Dr. Acilier.
Are we allowed to leak the conversation about subscriber emotes we had last night?
Sure. Sure, what conversation?
The conversation about how we just commissioned them and we're going to be getting some new ones.
Yes, I'm in the process of commissioning a friend of mine to draw a holy moly emote, a ham emote, and some others. Yo! Kayla sent a hi there, Erin Nicole sent a heart me, and Caitlin Gal sent 5 more squirrels and 3 team cheers. Or sorry, Bryn sent the 3 team cheers. Thank you so much. Goofy Ball Hunter 69 has arrived, and yes, we typically go early on Fridays.
Goofy Ball Hunter, it's been too long. Welcome in.
I just googled who Rhett and Link are. I totally agree.
You know, we told one of our actual friends that doesn't really watch the stream that often about this bit our chat has about us being Rhett and Link. And they stared at us for about 0.5 seconds, busted out laughing, and they went, no, they're kind of cooking though.
Messed up,
man.
Worst place for a date, best place for a date. This 4 right here is what we're aiming for. When you give Corey a hint, get him to put the red dial right onto that blue 4. Interesting. All right, I'm closing it up. Corey, you may look. Yo, Emily Lacey sent a heart me. Thank you so much. The one I saw that I really liked is movie theater.
Movie theater? Well, movie theater's kind of middling to me, right? Because, like, there's, you know, if you're going to, see a horror movie, which I would never, personally. I'm a little baby guy. Go to a horror movie, you know, that's a pretty good place for a date. But if you're going to, any other movie, no, you're not really talking or doing anything. You're just watching a movie, you know? So, it's kind of middling. Maybe I take it slightly to worst place, but not by much.
Giving you guys more of my money than you ever gave Rent and Link, so I think y'all win. Fair enough. Or then I ever gave Link. I also saw... I saw a few people say it, so I guess I'll read it. Flynn, Kate the Great, and Goofy Ball Hunter all say IHOP.
Okay, well, we all know that IHOP is like purgatory. It's hell. A literal no man's land that I get sent to once a week. So if it's my opinion on IHOP, it's like all the way down there. I never want to go to IHOP ever again. But I'm going to assume this is the average person's opinion on IHOP and not mine. And it's a restaurant. I think restaurants are pretty good places for dates because you mostly just have to converse, which is kind of what you want on a date, right? That being said, it's IHOP. So quality-wise, it's probably one of the worst. So I think it's barely best place for a date.
Ooh, and final one from Aaron. This is a great one to round us off. Car ride, car drive.
Again, you know, what you want in a date is you want to have a place that you can sit down and talk, right? That's like the bare minimum. And the more romantic it is, the better, right?
Sorry, funny, Meg, you said going to a romantic movie, then feeling inadequate for the rest of the day. Messed up.
So you want someplace where you could stop, talk, converse, have a good, back and forth with the person, and then you want to, the more romantic it is, the better, right? Car drive can be romantic depending on where you're driving the car. If you're driving the car through like Detroit, downtown Pittsburgh, one of those places, maybe not the most romantic, but if you're like on a scenic high, like sky view drive, right? Oh, gorgeous. So
it points out IHOB though. Would that affect yours?
Well, IHOB I would max it off.
Okay.
I'd max out IHOB.
All right. So just a reminder: the hints are movie theater, IHOP, and car drive. Worst place for a date, best place for a date. Is that your final placement?
I think so.
Okay. Locked in right there. Honorable mention from Dr. Cillier, Blue Origin Shuttle. Nightmare Blunt Rotation. First place for a date, best place for a date. Let's see how we did.
Oh, I get same logic, just mirrored, I think.
Should have stopped the movie clue. Yeah, he had it at the movie one, but that's fine.
It's still 2. We're on the board.
That is still a 2 to start us off.
We skew it with how much we hype up 4s, but really the goal is just to get on the board at all. If we get on the board, that's a win.
Indeed. Yo, Flynn sent a tiny diny and a goat and an ice cream cone. Thank you so much.
Oh, that's such a good point. If Kirkland says if you're driving through Detroit, you guys can get kidnapped together. That's real bonding. Yeah. But it depends on where in Detroit you're going, right?
2 speech, of course, a 2 in this game is worth 2 points, which is why Corey is adding a 2 to the board.
You know what, just for that, I'm not gonna add it 2.
Yo, Kate the Great sent a hat and mustache.
I'm capping back up the pen.
Holy moly, thank you so much. I always love getting the little hat and mustache animation, looking like cowboys for just a moment.
Cowboy! Why are you wearing a hat and mustache?
Kelsey Weasel sent 2 ice cream cones. Thank you so much. Alright, here's going to be a good card to start us, or to continue the game. We are at 6 cards remaining in this cooperative round. The score to beat, you can see it real small on screen in the back, is 23.
Mark, I've discovered when you open up the marker, there's another marker tip on the opposite side.
Oh, wow.
Sorry, this is a big discovery for me.
Alright, I'm going to mix up the board. The card is Loved to Hated. Alright, Corey, close your eyes. I need to respin that.
Wow.
Loved to Hated. This 4 right here is what we are aiming for. This 4 is the target. We need to give Corey a hint. Give him to put the red dial right onto that blue 4. The card is Loved to Hated. Rhett and Link, we are their stunt doubles.
True.
This is an interesting one. Loved to Hated. Okay. Alright, we got some interesting ones coming in here.
When
Loved to Hated.
Link did that double, triple axle backflip. That was not me, actually. That was his other stunt double, but I was in the waiting.
Corey, you may look. Oh, hey, chat. Hey, Corey and Mark. Hello, Mary. Good to see you.
What's up?
Loved to Hated. Okay, I saw an interesting one a little bit earlier, which was 100% dark chocolate.
Okay. All right. So that's 2 better. I'm a dark chocolate fan. All right. I will eat the 60% dark chocolate. I'll even nibble the 80%. 100%. Of course, that's way too much.
Tucker says black licorice.
All right. So that's gross. Black licorice. That's gross. All right. If you like black licorice, I'm sorry. There are other candy out there. I promise you.
And final one, I saw this is one of the first hints given. I saw someone else say it, so I really like it. Who said it first? Aaron said rain.
Okay, well now I'm biased, alright? You've given me 2 of like the most disgusting things ever, and then rain, which is sick and cool and epic. Alright, because if it's raining too much, I can sit down on the ground, like, contemplatively and pretend like I'm a ninja in feudal Japan, right? Sitting on a rooftop. That's cool as hell. and that's awesome, all right? And also, rain, if it rains too much, you can like stick your hand out like you do in the shower and pretend you're a waterbender. That's cool.
That's cool as hell, Corey says, soggy outside, pretending to be in Japan. How do you play? There's a tutorial video pinned on our channel.
So, that being said, 100% dark chocolate, you don't want to eat it, but it's good for baking, you know? It's what you want for baking. Dark licorice is gross, disgusting. Some people like it. And then rain, I can't max it out. I'm a rain enjoyer, all right? I love rain. So I gotta tick it up some for rain there. Aquaman, bro is not Aquaman. You're right, but I can pretend I am in the rain, okay? I never claim to be I'm not delusional, okay? I know I can't talk to fish. They don't talk back, all right? But I can at least pretend to be Aquaman for a split second.
Are you locked in right here?
I am.
Loved to hated. Let's see how we did. Oh, okay. All right. That is going to be... that's going to be a miss.
What?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that one is going to be a miss. Unfortunate. We were very close. Count it. Okay. All right, I'll be bullied into it. I'll say it's touching. It's touching the two.
Jess says, are they reading YouTube? We would if it wasn't pre-recorded. We would read YouTube if it wasn't pre-recorded.
Yes. Loved to hated. Yeah, so my logic is like 100% dark chocolate. Some people like it, some people don't, and nobody has like a real hatred for 100% dark chocolate. You just don't run into it.
I think you went up too high on your percentage of dark chocolate. I think with that logic you should have went like 70 or 80%. Because 100% it's unedible. Like you have to use it in cooking. It's too bitter.
Yeah. So like you don't run into people trying to get you to eat it. Like I've never been offered 100% dark chocolate, so it's just like, oh, I know it's really bitter, got to use it in cooking. Black licorice, same thing. Some people like it, some people don't. And rain, yeah, I was just trying to get you to go back up. First time I've seen you guys, very entertaining, very cool and fun live. Thank you, Alien, I appreciate that.
Hate from Australia. Hey, shout out Australia.
Shout out Australia.
Hey,
Australia.
shout out Australia. At least they're honest.
Yo, Dr. Cillier sent an army of squirrels. Amber sent 3 finger hearts. Thank you so much. Our next card is going to be... Oh, not that one. It's going to be... Unnatural to natural. Black licorice is awesome. What you on about? I like black licorice, personally. I'm kind of a fan of it.
Look, it's okay. Just know that there's more enjoyable things in life that you could be eating instead of black licorice.
All right, well, we are down to 4 cards remaining. 4 cards remaining. Our score is currently 4. The score to beat is 23. Unnatural to natural is the card. I'm going to center this dial because I don't like it being there.
You know, it's also the 100% dark chocolate, going back to that for a second. I am biased because, as our mod, Countless Eidolon, points out, that would kill him if he ate that.
Yeah, so I'm not putting dark chocolate in Countless Eidolons.
No.
I don't know. I've fed him many dark chocolate things.
It's true. That is true. Every time you make chocolate chip cookies, and you're like, here, look, I made cookies for you. Just a single tear rolls down his eye as he eats one.
I don't make him eat them.
No, but they're so good, you have to. There's no choice. Bam! Unnatural to natural. That is where the blue 4 is. Give me some clues I can give to Mark. Give me some clues. I want 3 of them. I want 3 of them I can give from either TikTok or YouTube chat. Ooh, I'm seeing some good ones come in. I am going to close up the board. Mark, you can look. I saw quite a few people say it. Fruit.
Pretty natural, but humans have engineered them. Like the original banana no longer exists. Yo, Nicole sent a heart. Me and Flynn sent 4 squirrels. Thank you so much.
Extinct. You know that's what banana flavored candy is based off of?
Yeah, and banana flavored candy is disgusting.
It's true.
So, yeah, mostly natural, but human engineering has gone a lot into it.
Go with flowers.
Flowers? Mm-hmm. Same logic. we're less aware of the effect that we've had on flowers, but we definitely have. There might be a little bit less design going on because you still find, I guess, like the popular ones like tulips in the wild.
And last but not least, bottled water.
Oh. Okay, that's a strange one. That one's gonna tick me up a good bit. Bottled water, okay. I mean, it's in a big plastic thing that is one of the most unnatural things on the planet, really, filling our landfills and oceans. But then there's some good old water inside, classic H2O. Is that gonna push me all the way up to here? I mean, this is a crazy placement for fruit and flowers, right? But bottled water is like here. That's where I put bottled water. I have to even these out. I'm gonna push it a little bit towards natural and just, I guess, forgive the plastic industry and be like, whatever. It was a one-time mistake and lock in here.
You're locked in?
Yeah.
Honorable mention for Country Mozart and YouTube chat. OJ, the juice, not the great running back.
Oh, okay. Yo, Jillian sent 100 squirrels. Thank you so much, Jillian. Amassing the squirrel army. Borderline unstoppable at this point.
And bottled water, there's not just plastic bottled water. You can get bottled water in various varieties. Back then, when your ancestors, they didn't use bottles to bottle their water. They used gourds.
I don't consider a gourd to be bottled water.
That's fair. I was stretching with that one. That's fair. All right, let's see it. Bam!
Woo! Let's go! Full plastic Dasani gourd.
Full plastic Dasani gourd. Louis Vuitton or Gucci's going to be releasing their gourd water bottles.
Imagine a full gourd, but it's fucking Dasani. It's undrinkable. Yo, Kate the Great sent a heart me. And Ruin sent, the number's still counting.
Whoa, look at all those squirrels.
Over 90 squirrels. Thank you so much. Yo, and Jillian sent 11 TikToks. Thank you.
TikTok. They sent the entire app. That's crazy.
At least they have each other. The hell. Alrighty, 3 cards remaining. The score is currently 7.
The gourd and the Dasani water, they have each other.
Oh, okay.
Nobody else will touch them, but,
Alright, our next card, which I guess I'll be giving the hints for, is going to be genuine person, phony person. And just as a reminder, we typically like to do fictional characters for this.
True.
But, you can also do some generalizations. I won't be super strict about it.
It's not like you won't read them if there's a real banger one, but...
Yo, Aaron sent a heart puff, Kelsey Weasel sent a sausage, Ty Taylor's version sent 20 squirrels, and Ruin's squirrel count is approaching 500. Holy moly, thank you so much.
I love squirrels! Thank you.
500 squirrels total.
500 squirrels total. Thank you so much.
This is how many squirrel tokens are going to be making tonight when we play MTG.
Aren't all fictional characters phony? SMH.
Nope. They're real. Lisa Simpson told me.
Genuine person, phony person. This 4 right here is what we're in for. Ruin says my fingers, crying emoji. Thank you so much, Ruin.
Thank you for the squirrels.
Flynn sent 5 popular votes, Kayla sent 22 roses, and Flynn sent 95 squirrels. Thank you all so much. Genuine person, phony person. Interesting. Okay. Okay, alright, we're seeing some interesting ones. Corey, you may look.
Bang.
I saw from Star, Mo from The Simpsons.
Mo from The Simpsons? That's the guy who's the barkeep, right?
Yes.
Mo money, mo problems, So that's pretty genuine, I think.
Oh, he's broke.
Oh, okay, well, yeah,
There is no Mo money.
No, I think Mo's pretty genuine. He's a barkeep. He's pretty honest. He is a shitbag, but he owns it. He moans it.
UA Mama 2 Chaos says car warranty person.
Okay, well that's phony. They will say anything to sell you under the river for some car insurance.
Eminem says you need to switch voices. What does that mean? I'm at work and surprised I'm ignoring it for stream. See y'all later tonight. Goodbye, Thomas. See you soon.
Later.
Let's see. So, car warranty person, Mo from Moe's Tavern in The Simpsons, and the final one. I'm not reading this because this is a bad hint, but Kentil says Charles Ponzi of the Ponzi scheme.
Oh, absolutely.
Inventor of the Ponzi scheme.
Absolutely maxed out phony.
No.
Wait, it's actually Charles Ponzi. That's his name.
If I'm not mistaken.
That's crazy.
I could be mistaken there.
It's like they named it after him.
And
Real life Jimmy over here.
let's see. Final one. Are they on against Night? We are not. This is an interesting one from YouTube. President Coin from the Hunger Games.
Is that from the new one that just came out?
No. Well, President Coin is the main character in the new one. He's Snow. Shit. Sorry, I'm mixing up. It's not. Coin is the one from 13, maybe? I don't know. I'm just going to change it and say President Snow. I like that one better.
All right, well, President Snow's pretty phony.
President Coin was the leader of 13.
President Coin is the rebellion. Oh.
All right, go with Coin.
She's
then.
the leader of 13.
There you go. Leader of 13.
Yeah.
President Coin. I'll go with the original.
I feel like that's genuine. Wait, what was the second one you said? Car insurance salesman?
Car warranty salesman, Mo from The Simpsons, and President Coin, the leader of District 13 and the Rebellion.
Oh my god,
Have you read the last book?
It's been years. It's been probably a decade since I've read it.
Okay. Read it.
Thanks for the gold, kind stranger. Thanks for the squirrels, kind strangers. I think,
Oh no.
I think it's gonna be on. I think it's got to be on voting person's side. I will never. I will fight tooth and nail to not put car warranty salesman on the genuine person side. All right. So it's got to be on the phony side. How far down am I taking it? Probably like there. And I say I'm good.
Okay. President Snow, notably, bombed children to end the war, killing Prim.
Yeah, but he wasn't like. He was standing on business.
She.
You said Snow.
Oh, Coin.
Oh, well, she
Coin.
was standing on business.
Bombed children to end the war, and then wanted to organize another Hunger Games for capital children, and then was executed by Katniss. So that makes her a little bit phony.
Hey!
Just a little bit phony. It's not maxed down.
Well, I mean, bombing innocent children. I mean, the Hunger Games takes place in the U.S., so that tracks, I think.
Well, we don't actually know that for positive, I don't think.
Okay. Wait, the Hunger Games taking place in the U.S. or the U.S. bombing children?
The Hunger Games taking place in the U.S.
No, we do know that for sure.
Well, I've seen the maps and everything. Is it confirmed specifically U.S.? I know people theorized the U.S., but I didn't think it was confirmed. No. Pull up Hunger Games map. It's a very distorted map, and people say like, oh, this is what America would look like with global warming, with the oceans rising. It's post-apocalyptic USA. Okay.
Yeah, it shows it in the movie.
Shows that it used to be America?
Yeah.
Huh.
Like, you can literally look at a map of the U.S. and see how it's divided. Like, Appalachia is District 12.
Interesting. Okay. I did see Gamora. I saw it plenty of times. There's no need to spam. But that is a 3. Very nice. Corey, did you already add 3 to the board?
I did.
All right, we are down to 2 cards remaining. Interesting. We are going to do...
Dude, my allergies are killing me this morning.
Oh.
It's one of those... So, fun fact. Every year, for a little bit, my car is green. I have a black car. But for a few days every year, it's green.
How many more rounds? 2 more. 2 more, and then we're going to switch to code names. Ooh, super exciting. Everybody loves code names.
They don't need to. I'm not going to elaborate.
Card's going to be ineffective to effective. I'm placing the dial for this one.
Ineffective to effective! Towel straight out of the dryer is goated. Fill that corner, my black car has been yellow for weeks. It's tough living. It's tough living in a place with a lot of pollen. Explain concept. Effective is something that works really, really well. Like, I don't know, hammer and nail. That's pretty effective. Hammer's pretty good at putting nails into something.
Hand sanitizer kills 99.9% of germs.
That's effective. Ineffective. What's a ineffective? Like if you're talking about hammering in a nail, right? Using a hammer, super effective. Using a pool noodle, super ineffective, right? Mm-hmm. Makes sense. Ineffective, effective. That is where the blue 4 is. That is where the blue 4 is. Give me some clues. You are welcome. Give me some clues. Let's see what you guys got. I want 3 of them from either YouTube or TikTok. Ticky-tack. All right, I am going to close up the board. Mark, you look. I'm gonna go with medicine.
Medicine. That's a bunch of baloney. No, medicine's very effective, but it's not like foolproof, right? It's not the most effective thing in the world. There's plenty of times that medicine is like misdiagnosed or doesn't work the way people expect it to, and there hasn't been proper studies done on all demographics of people to see how medicine affects them. So it's pretty effective. You should trust your doctor, but there's some room for plausible deniability.
All right. Let's go with Google Translate.
And stop. As a adamant and like frequent Google Translate user, it ain't the shit. It is not that good. Especially back in the day when I was using it to try to get through German homework in high school.
All right.
It was not good.
This guy.
What do you mean? What's the use case?
Let's go with last but not least. Helmet.
The law requires that I move it to the effective side.
Oh, we are reading YouTube chat, thank you very much.
Delaware is a no helmet state. You do not have to wear a helmet in Delaware. And hey, all of the Delawareans turned out fine.
You don't hear from them much.
Well, that's because they're trying to suppress the Delawarean voice of no helmets, no helmets.
They're trying to keep them down.
Let me speak to the people.
No one's stopping you.
Google Translate sucks, dude. Google Translate sucks ass. Maybe it's gotten a little bit better over time. I'm gonna say Google Translate, by the way, that commenter who came in speaking German, who I figured out their first message but couldn't figure out the second one, I Google Translated one of their messages afterwards. Could not get it with Google Translate. It was entirely wrong. It was a simple, someone asking about how code names work. Could not work. So I'm gonna move it to like here. Helmet and medicine, pretty effective. Google Translate sucks and I'm locked in.
You're locked in? So my logic with Google Translate is you're right. It's not like perfect, but it serves its purpose, which is like basic communication across languages, right?
Serves its purpose, which is failing me my German homework.
I think that is a good purpose for Google Translate. Would you the type of person you would have chat GPT'd your homework if you had the chance?
Absolutely not.
All right, I see where you stand. I like that line in the sand for you.
Yeah.
All right, ineffective to effective. Let's see it.
Oh, okay.
Now I saw in chat and YouTube, there's some controversies. All right, there's some controversy in YouTube chat, as per always. I did see YouTube. I just got marker on my shirt. Damn. L. They were saying acne medication and birth control. The reason I didn't read them is just because the first one was medicine. Didn't want to double dip on that. Oh, board goes.
So placement's here.
My savior.
Placement's here. I did in fact see somebody comment pulling out. Pulling out, I hate to inform you, is not this effective. You are going to have baby. Do not do that.
How is Babby formed?
Alright. One card remaining before code names. We're gonna do code names after this. Entirely new game. It's super fun and exciting. We'll explain how to play it if you don't know. But our last card is going to be should record an audiobook, should not record an audiobook. This is a custom card from Country Mozart, submitted to us in our Discord.
You can't say we're ignoring YouTube chat now.
I like how you dumbed it down for us. You were going to have baby. It is the truth.
You will have baby. I've lost it. I don't know. Oh, there it is. I found it again.
I appreciate Mary saying double tap the screen, everyone, in YouTube chat. Yes, which yes.
Hell yeah.
You can't give multiple likes on YouTube like you can on TikTok, but hey, it's still appreciated to leave a like.
This is working so much better than I thought it would. It's almost completely gone. That's crazy.
All right. I'm giving the clues this time. Card is should record an audiobook, should not record an audiobook. Corey, close your eyes.
Yeah, you want to elaborate a little more on what this means?
Sure. Is this somebody who you would want to hear their voice for the entire duration of a novel? Do you think they would add to the novel? Do you think maybe their voice acting, even if their voice isn't the softest in the world, maybe their voice acting would add something to it? Or is it somebody with an abrasive voice, no energy, low tone, and they should not be recording a 3-hour session of Aragon? Absolutely not.
Would you listen to Gilbert Godfrey read 50 Shades of Grey?
Yes.
I believe that's a real audiobook he's recorded, by the way.
Alright, I'm closing it up. Corey, you may look.
Woo!
Okay. Here's an interest. There's a few interesting ones in here. Oh, you know what? I like KT Bugs the best. The author.
The author?
The author of the book.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely should record an audiobook. I think so. I think the best person to record it is the author. Because they know how to deliver the lines. They know the best way possible to do it.
On says a local news anchor.
Yeah, local news anchors have fantastic voices. You know, they're trained. They're trained voice actors. That's what a news anchor is, pretty much. You think they're giving you their opinions? No. They're reading off the teleprompter, but damn, do they do a good job at it.
Final one from Caitlin. A parrot.
A parrot?
A parrot.
I mean, that would be funny, but I don't think I could listen to an entire book with a parrot speaking. Page 2.
When it was funny on page 1, but now you're 65 chapters in, and you really need to know if they get out of the Congo.
Well, parrot, like the way the parrot speaks is it learns by mimicking. So imagine the first 60 pages is like somebody in the background you hear very quietly trying to coach the parrot on what to say next, right? You can't do that for 100 and some pages. So I gotta take it way down for parrot. But you want to hear the author record it. They know best. And news anchor, you know, they're good voice actors. So with that being said, I think right there.
That's interesting. You said news anchors are good voice actors.
Yeah.
I think those are very different talents. I think a lot of news anchors train their voice, like a transatlantic accent or more modern versions. It's to provide a very neutral inflection throughout.
It's still voice acting. It's just a different type.
It is, but those skills could not be applied to any animated show unless they're playing a news anchor.
No, but I do think that they would have a easier time learning learning the skill to be an actual character than the average person, right? Because they spent all that time learning to be a news anchor.
Should record an audiobook, should not record an audiobook, how do we do?
Really?
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense with the author.
Yeah, because it's like they're not trained in voice acting. You don't know how their voice is going to be, but hey, they know the story best. But knowing the story best is not necessarily giving the best performance of that story. Mm-hmm. Game name is called Wavelength. I tried to save with Parrot. You got us close, Caitlin. You got us close.
It was good. Parrot? It was good. It was good.
And then news anchor, like the transatlantic accent or whatever the modern equivalent of that is. It would get old, man. It would get old hearing the news anchor voice for that long. But that is 12 points to end this round. We're going to be doing code names right after this. It's time for you to pull out the official How to Play Wavelength.
I'm going to use the bathroom real quick while you're doing this.
Copy you. How to Play Wavelength rulebook, and flip to the back where it has a little chart that tells us how we did based off the score we got. We scored a 12, meaning the message that we got is not bad, not great, but not bad. Woo! Very nice. Custom codenames cards. Average theory, that is something that we can do. It's less exciting to add custom codenames cards because the thing about it is I wouldn't want to add inside jokes because that it makes the game too difficult, and honestly I think it makes the game less fun. Like, I saw the suggestion to do one with some of our like frequent chatters, like, you know, putting in Country Mozart on the board, or you know, Kelsey Weasel, or just like anyone whose name comes up regularly, adding their names in. But like, we don't know enough about that, or even adding board ghosts to the board. It's going to be hard to give clues that actually connect those words to anything else. But if you do have suggestions, I'm down to add it. I'm basically just using a long dictionary list to generate these words. Definitely need a squirrel card. I'll make a note. I will guarantee that squirrel ends up on the board already. Mark is on the board already, though. Mark is a word that exists outside of me. Please explain. Yes, of course. This is code names. How does it work? Well, there is a board of 25 words in front of you. Your objective is to discover all 9 blue field agents that are hidden among this board. How do you discover the blue field agents? Well, either me or Corey are going to know the answers. We are going to be the spy master, who is giving you one-word hints that will connect some of these words on the board together. So just for an example, a hint that Corey gave on this board last night was sub for 3. What does that mean? That means there are 3 words on this board that are connected somehow to the hint sub. So Corey said that one. The first one people said was turkey, as in a turkey sub, the sandwich. So we went turkey, that is a blue one. There's also implode, because the Titan submersible, the sub, imploded. And then the last one was slow. So these are 3 separate words.
You're laughing. Titan submersible has 1 hour of oxygen left.
3 separate words on this board that were connected to the hint sub, which is why he said sub for 3. The 3 tells us how many words we should be looking for. We mistakenly guessed at one point when he said sub. We're talking about defect, because the Titan sub was defective. If we guessed that, that would be a miss. Because you see, there are not only the blue field agents, there are also normal civilians. There's the evil red team. We want to avoid them at all costs. And in a worst case scenario, there's one singular card on this board that is the assassin that will immediately end the game. So the name of the game is to interpret our hints and try to discover all 9 blue field agents as quickly as possible.
Hang on.
I'm going to set the new board. Corey, do you want to reset the score stuff?
I will, yes. Sarah asks, are you good, Corey? When I sat down, I made a face. It's because as I sat down, I watched my laptop open like 13 programs at once.
Oh yeah, I hacked you while you were gone.
That makes sense, man. You need to. You could just ask. I'll give you all my passwords.
Flynn showing off the custom subscriber stickers that the Meeps have, being the assassin and the miss. Those are custom.
What's the game called again? It is Code Names.
So I've generated an entirely new board. I am now the only person who knows which belong to the blue team, which are the red, and so forth. And I'm going to give you 1-word hints to connect these together. We need a moment to think about this.
Yeah, absolutely. Sandwich. How does one play? I will inform you very quickly again, since we're stalling for time for him. He's going to give us a word followed by a number. Our job is to figure out which words on this board correlate to the clue he just gave. So like he said, if it is sub for 3, turkey, ham was on the previous board, those relate to sub in some way, you go for it. You're trying to find however many words the number he said is. Okay. Is there any way for me to remove the TikTok chat so I can see? Like, swipe it away? Yes, I believe. Is it on Apple, swipe to the right, on Android, hold?
Other way around.
Other way around. So on Android, swipe to the right, Apple, hold. Or there might also be a clear display button. What?
Marcus.
Yeah. If you are on Apple, tap and hold your screen, and you'll get an option to clear display. Chat will go away. If you're on Android, swipe to the right.
Bang. Did you make this game up? No! No, unfortunately not. We would have loved to. No, it's a game you can buy, actually. It's in the stores. Many versions of it. Can't do that on YouTube? Hopefully YouTube, we've heard that on YouTube it's easier to see the board than on TikTok, so hopefully that is the case for you and it's not too much of a problem.
You just tap.
I think maybe you could just tap on YouTube, says Board Ghost. App Store has it for $4.99. Alana asks, how are you? We are great. How you doing? Happy Friday.
All right, so I said it's going to be one-word hints. That is what I said, but there's a rule that says if it is a proper noun, it counts. It's allowed if it's multiple words. If it's a proper noun, give me that eraser.
Whoa.
And or if it's a compound word. So your hint is going to be the Great British Bake Off for 3.
Whoa, Great British Break Off.
The Great British Bake Off for 3.
Clue is Gran Turismo 2 for the PS2.
On YouTube, you have the 3 dots. Turn off live chat.
Okay, on YouTube, there are 3 dots at the top right of your screen. If you want to clear chat, you can tap them and click Clear Live Chat.
Jelly, knife, whisk, knife, jelly. It's got to be Europe, right? It's got to be Europe, #1. Like, that's got to be the most slammed. Why would he say the Great British Bake Off when Europe isn't a clue, right? It's definitely whisk and Europe, I think, are the two. Jelly, I think, maybe a little bit too disconnected. I think it's probably knife, whisk, and Europe. Mark Logic, Europe. He doesn't know Brexit. You ever heard of Brexit?
Who?
I would say Europe.
Logged in?
Yep.
That is correct!
Yeah!
That is 1 out of our 9 field agents discovered. Very nice. 3 words on this board connected to the Great British Bake Off. You discovered 1.
All right, I think chat's spitting with whisk. That makes sense. You use a whisk in baking. Let me see whisk.
That is correct.
Woo!
That is correct. Very nice. That is now 2 out of our 9 field agents discovered. Not bad. Not bad at all.
And last but not least, the last word that we think relates to the Great British Bake Off on the word. There's Camp Knife and Camp Jelly. I'm staunchly in Camp Knife, which would be sick as hell. If I was like a 12-year-old boy, I want to go to Camp Knife. That sounds sick, dude. Hell, I'm 26 and I still want to go to Camp Knife. So show me knife.
Knife?
Yep.
That is correct!
Hey.
Very nice. Good job. Good job. That is 3 of our 9 blue field agents discovered.
Loch Ness. What's your logic behind Loch Ness? I mean, knife could have just been like a random guess, right? It could have not been correlated. It could have been Loch Ness, but I don't know what your logic behind that would be. Can't believe it's not jelly.
I need to take a phone call.
Oh, okay. He's leaving. He's gone. We've lost him forever. Great British Bake Off. I'll erase this for him while he's gone. It could still be jelly. You want to take a Jelly Mary? I don't like the term Jelly Mary. I don't know why. You know, we do the Hail Mary bit where we replace hail with any word on the board if we want to take a random shot. Jelly, I don't like that one. I don't like that one at all. Loch Ness is in England? Yeah, but I feel like that's a little disconnected from the Great British Bake Off. Looks a little disconnected.
All right. Did you choose to pass, or are you going with
I think we're gonna pass.
Ham Mary? All right, you're on 2
No
pass.
Jelly Mary.
No Jelly Mary.
See, Mary says they don't like Jelly Mary. I'm with you there, Mary.
It is now time for me to reveal a red one. I am going to reveal...
Wait, yeah, that's a good point. It's not in England. It's Scotland, the Loch Ness Monster.
Antarctica. Antarctica
Your mic.
belongs to the red team. What?
Your mic? Your Michael?
I got to capture first.
Wait, is Hail on the board? Can we actually do a Hail Mary? No, I think that's male.
Male
We
Mary.
can do a male Mary. That's close. We close. Jelly on cake's gross. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This ain't the 1950s. We're not jellyfying everything. All right. God did not intend every food to be jellified. All right. It's quite simple. Angel is in the cake. Angel food cake. That's not bad. I don't hate that one. Country Mozart says, sorry, bad eyes. I will time myself out for 3 seconds. No, Country Mozart, you're fine. I actually think 5 seconds slow mode is on YouTube chat, so you physically can't actually. Minimum 5 seconds. Raspberry jelly on cake is crazy. See, here's the thing. In the US, we normally, jelly versus jam is a very topic. If you're talking about raspberry jam, I throw that on cake, absolutely. Raspberry jelly, that's too thick. That's too viscous to put on cake. You can eat worms? All right, now you're spitting. Fozza says, hi, how are you guys? We're good, how are you? Happy Friday. Is jelly in UK Jello, or is that just Australia? I don't know. I thought your jelly was our name for jam. Jelly, it's weird in America, right? Because technically we can use jelly and jam interchangeably, but I don't know. Raspberry jam, sounds good. I'd put that on cake. Raspberry jelly. Jelly. What's the difference? Isn't it jelly is more viscous?
No, so jelly
I'm talking out of my ass here, man. Help me out.
Jam is going to have bits of the fruit in it.
Yeah,
I believe.
that sounds good.
And then jelly's not. All right, your hint, compound word this time, is going to be Monster Hunter for 3.
Monster Hunter, where's Worlds? Where's Wilds? Mark wouldn't know either of those. I shouldn't get myself excited. Loch Ness. Loch Ness! Oh, it was Loch Ness! Don't tell me. Do not tell me you gave Great British Bake Off for 3. My foot was just a wild slam and Loch Ness was what you were going for. Show me Loch Ness.
That is correct. That is correct. Cannot give my logic on clues until after the game. It reveals too much.
Crazy. Monster Hunter for 3. You organized to hunt a monster. Van Helsing? Okay, that's I like that one. Angel from Buffy. You hunt angels? That's messed up, man. Don't do that. What'd they do to you? Zoo? Because you put all your monsters in a zoo.
They belong in a zoo.
Oh, Weeping Angel. Well, Angel like Doctor Who statues, Weeping Angel marks a Doctor Who fan. Van Helsing is a big brain answer. Do we want to retaliate? Monster Hunters retaliate? Castiel the Angel from Supernatural. Oh, Mark's also a Supernatural guy. Angel. Alright, Angel has swayed me. I wanna think of Van. I wanna keep that locked in. That might be the next one we go for, because I like it a lot. But if I had to guess for Mark, he would say Angel for Monster Hunter before Van. But I definitely see Van as a Mark answer. So, Angel first.
That ends the turn. That ends the turn immediately. Let's reveal yet another red one.
If it's Van, I'm walking out of the studio right now.
I'm going to reveal Worm as a red card.
No!
Worming out. Absolutely no worming out.
No!
No.
Official answer on the definition.
No. What?
The official answer on jam versus jelly.
What's it? What? Okay, Board Ghost, hit us with the facts. What's the official definition for jam versus jelly?
Jelly is adding sugar to fruit juice. Jam is adding sugar to chopped fruit.
Okay. You know,
Jam is slightly chunkier.
I originally said I don't like jelly because it's more viscous. That was just wrong, apparently. Alright. But I like jam because it's got real fruit in it. I'd put raspberry jam on a cake.
They are both thick. That was hard to find the difference because they're both thick.
They're both viscous.
They're both viscous.
Alright. What is marmalade then?
Marmalade is preserves, but exclusively citrus-based. And
Who's ready?
preserves are whole fruit chunks, so similar but different from jam.
He was ready. He was locked in on that. What is Vegemite? Well, no one knows that. They've yet to figure that one out. He just knew you were going to ask. No, Board Ghost is prepared for anything. Every day is a school day. That's why we stream on weekdays.
Descent for 2.
Descent. I'm pretty decent right now. Bro knows his jelly. Exactly, he's locked in. Vegemite is yeast extract. Parachute, you descent with a parachute. Elevator. Elevator. Parachute. That makes sense. Oh yeah, you technically spelled that wrong if you want descent. It's D-E-S-C-N-T. C-E-N-T.
Don't care. Descent.
Okay. Show me parachute.
That's correct.
Yeah!
Very nice, very nice. That is 5 of our blue field agents discovered. You have 2 more guesses.
And let's go elevator.
That is correct.
Woo!
Very nice. That is 6 out of our 9 field agents discovered. You have 1 guess remaining.
All right. So it was descent. He just spelled it wrong. So let's go back. Reverse. Monster Hunter. Van Helsing. Show me Van. Scooby-Doo Van. Yeah!
It was, in fact, Scooby-Doo Van.
Aw.
Not Van Helsing.
Oh man. You just said it was, and then I could have given you credit for being so
That
smart.
is 7 of our 9 field agents discovered. Very nice. It is. You're now out of guesses. The turn is ended. It is time for me to reveal a red one.
So what you got? What do you got for me?
See.
Another heartbreak?
I'm going to reveal Light. It's belonging to the red team. Light Yagami.
Yagami, no, that's a real Monster Hunter right there.
No. No, not really.
Well, he goes after like very bad criminals.
Bro fell for the propaganda.
I didn't say he was a good guy. I just said in a literal definition.
Bro goes after anyone who makes fun of him.
I didn't see the anime. I just know the premise.
And he sent a heartmate and a squirrel. Thank you so much.
Bam.
How many blues are there? There are 9. You've discovered 7 of them so far. I need to think of a
9.
hint. Connect these last 2.
You think on that. Easy McStee says, "What is matter,
Google
baby?"
something.
Nothing. What's the matter with you? Hey. All my life, I watched an anime today and cried. I watched an anime. A singular. One singular. I like how that's phrased. I'm not an anime guy. We've talked about this a few times. Mark, super anime guy, super anime pilled, loved anime. He was otaku. Weeaboo, ever heard of it?
Fuck. What the fuck?
I'm sorry. That was mean. That was too mean.
I don't even know what that word means. I just know it's bad.
I don't watch any anime. I think in my life, I've been forced to watch. I've had friends that have forced me to watch anime with them. I have watched the first season of One Punch Man. I was forced to watch 3 seasons of My Hero Academia. And then eventually I just tapped out. I could not take it anymore. I watched the first season of Jujutsu Kaisen, which was actually good. I actually enjoyed that. And then I watched the first episode of Attack on Titan, and I refused to watch anymore. Avatar: The Last Airbender is not an anime. That is not an anime. You do not know the definition of Avatar: The Last Airbender.
It's not an anime!
It is not an anime.
God!
Do you know what anime means?
Eastern animation.
No. It just means animated.
No.
It means animated.
No.
Enlightenment for 2.
Enlightenment.
Enlightenment for 2.
Jelly. I feel enlightened when I eat it. I feel enlightened. Philosophers are enlightened. Mark, show me philosopher.
That is correct. There is 1 remaining.
Oh, you really ran out of room on the board there.
1 blue field agent remaining.
You go to college to get enlightened. I like that logic. Mark, show me college.
No.
Oh, you don't go to get more knowledge.
Final hints, or I need to reveal a red one. I'll reveal post. Key for 1.
Oh, the key to enlightenment. Oh.
No, the lead thinker of enlightenment, John Locke.
Let's see Locke!
That is correct.
Yeah, I didn't know that one. You too big brain. It's a good clue.
Too big brains,
Too big brain. That was a good clue. Too big brain for me. We still got there in the end.
We still got there. Well, our score in Codenames is determined by how many red field agents remain off of the board. 5 ended up on the board out of 8, meaning our score for round 1 is 3. Not bad at all. John Locke for the win.
John Locke.
We beat the previous round score. We did. Bunny Maze asking for the assassin. I had to be careful because Van was one of the ones I was trying to get you to guess, and the assassin was Bus. So I had to be very careful about how I did that.
You're telling me we can get on the battle bus?
Cannot get on the battle bus.
Oh
Absolutely not.
What's up, Mystique? Welcome in. What'd you say, Boardgamers? Custom sub emoji. The little defect guy. I love his face. The little neutral guy.
Yes.
It gives me very boom energy, you know?
It is a funny one.
Don't call it the battle bussy. Don't call it the battle bussy. Don't do that.
Is it Lock or Locky? I assume the E was silent.
John Locky.
I'm not a philosopherman.
All right, that one's just a philosopher. You don't have to add the M into that one. That one, there's an actual word for that.
Okay, all right.
That's an actual word, man.
Alrighty, let's see. I need to cover these. I'm going to generate a new board for us. Then I'm going to preemptively prep.
It's lock, pronounced like lock.
Board 5. Go back here, back, and there you go. There you go.
Woo!
Should be all set.
Look at that.
All right, new board. 9 new blue field agents to discover. Very nice. The score to beat is 3. It's a tough score to beat, but very doable. We've done it before. Sometimes the boards are quite difficult, though. It's lock, pronounced like lock. Okay, 1 + 1 is 3. Interesting. 3 is the score to beat. I can never see the bottom right square. The bottom right square says tap.
Like what you should be doing.
I apologize if you cannot see it on your screen. What is your favorite anime? My all-time favorite anime. It used to be Death Note. When I was just getting into anime, Death Note was my favorite. But after watching a few more and really thinking about it, Hunter x Hunter is my all-time favorite anime. I think it is the greatest of the great. I love it a lot. You shouldn't go into Hunter x Hunter thinking, oh, this is going to be great. You should go in thinking, this is going to be like a slightly more violent adventure time. It's just an adventure, and then because it's a kind of more childlike adventure, as you watch it, it grows on you. And I didn't realize it was my favorite until I'd already finished the series and was reflecting on it. Newish here, what is y'all's favorite board game? You know, I think my favorite right now is, in fact, good old Codenames, the one we're playing right now. I don't get how we play Hunter x Hunter representation, yeah.
I love the Forbidden series. It's one of my favorite series board games ever.
But somebody asked, how do we play? Well, there are 25 words laid out. Among them, there are 9 blue field agents. We're trying to discover them. How do we discover them? Well, Corey knows which belong to the blue team and which belong to the other teams, and he's going to give us 1-word hints to connect some of these words on the board together. So, if he said, I don't know, apple for 2, we might be going like, oh, apple, that's connected to green, because there are green apples. You might guess that one, and we might guess lunch, because you could eat an apple for lunch. How does Corey know which are it?
I can see him.
He has an answer key right here off screen. You can hold it up if you want.
Woo!
I programmed a Stream Deck to know all the answers. It's
I got my
very
answer
advanced.
key.
Bye, y'all. See
Later,
you, Flynn.
Flynn.
Have a nice night.
All right, I got the first clue for the game.
Yes.
Travel for 3.
Travel for 3. Start stream early for UK viewers and give roundabout as a hint. Y'all be pandering. Interesting. Okay, agent. Oh, because, yeah, a travel agent. That makes perfect sense. Corey, show me agent.
Sorry, let me just erase this board real quick. All right, there you go. Dude, you know what the last time I thought of a travel agent was? Never. Never in my life have I thought about a travel agent. Not one time have I ever thought of a travel agent. That's on me. I'll take that. That's on me. I've never thought of one. That's on me. All right. It's never crossed my mind one time. I've never used one.
Mark didn't even look at chat. I looked at chat and saw a wall of agents, Country Mozart.
Yeah, good game, everybody. Good game. Wrap it up there.
That may be our quickest game ever.
I am seeing a bunch of right answers now, all right? I am seeing a bunch of right answers. You got conductor.
The travel conductor.
The travel. Yeah, actually. Yes, correct. Thank you. Roundabout, and then or. Yeah, those were the three.
Or. You should have said Five Nights at Freddy's for one. We would never guessed agent then.
Pizza wasn't on the board though. I couldn't say that.
Oh man, no water. That was water.
I like how Sarah didn't know my full name, so they took a shot with Corey Stephen Tableton. That's impressive.
Oh, yeah, they got it.
They got it exactly.
That's full legal.
That's my full legal. You would know.
Dr. Facility says no red, so perfect game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me generate.
Mind if I go again? Mind if I take another stab at it?
I guess.
All right,
I guess.
thanks.
All right. Setting a new board.
Silver lining, it'll be easier to beat the previous round for this new round.
That's a super good point. Okay, here you go. You know how to get back to the board, right?
I do. You said it already? We're good to
Yeah.
go. All right, let me look at this.
All right, let's look at some new cards. Those look at them real good.
All right, that was the practice round into the real round. Stephen Curry is Steph Curry at home.
Look, Steph Curry hasn't been brave enough to challenge this guy to a three-point shoot-off. That's all I'm saying.
It's true. And because he never will, we'll never know who's better.
Let's go 2 for 2. Can we get the assassin again? Mitch sent a heart me. Thank you so much, Mitch. You can never have too much confidence. Always have a little bit of fear in this game. That's fair. Also, if you guys are currently watching and enjoying, if you've been having fun with this content, if you want to see more wavelength or more code names in the future, please feel free to give us a follow. It really does help out the channel. We normally stream a little bit later than this, so if you're a night owl, feel free to give a follow. You'll see plenty of us. I am following already. Thank you, Mitch. Typically, the reads are for those who aren't.
No. Let them have this one. This one was for them. I wanted to make sure. I don't want to lose Mitch. Mitch is great.
Corey for 1. Guess regret. Man. Probably got a few for that. Let's see. We got Snowman on this board. Do you guys play more games except wavelength and code names? Not currently, but we are switching to more games very soon. It is dependent on us finishing the new setup, which is over there. One of the games we're looking to start playing very soon is Forbidden Islands. That is one we've been heavily considering.
It's my favorite.
People have also been mentioning Hues and Clues. I'm not against doing it. We probably will do Hues and Cues eventually. It's just, it doesn't feel as fun or like long-lasting as some of these other games. Like, we've been playing Wavelength for like almost a year now, and it's still enjoyable to play. I think you just like run out of things to say with Hues and Clues. Are you saying Corey is a snowman? Yes.
It's true.
Yes, I am.
I do. When it is winter, I do stand outside for a long period of time.
Mark, where are you guys from? We are from America.
America.
It's a cool new game. I think you guys should check it out. I think it's called Fourth Night. Close. I have heard of it. Chat, how would you feel if one day,
like the Battle Pass.
Midstream, we jumped over to Fortnite and did that for a few hours?
Next April Fool's stream, we break out Fortnite Monopoly.
Is that a thing?
Yep. You kidding me? It's Monopoly. Of course it is.
That's fair. Monopoly's the Fortnite of board games.
You know what? You're so right, actually.
Let's see. What else? These are hard words to connect.
You're telling me, man.
If you're trying to connect. Oh, Trip's back on the board. Oh no. Sound the alarms. Trip's back. How do you play this game? Well, Haley, there are 9 blue field agents hidden amongst this board. Your job is to discover all 9 of them as quickly as possible before the red agents fill up the board. How do you do that? Well, Corey right here is the only person who has the answers. He knows which of these belong to the blue team, which belong to the red team, which are misses, etc. And he is going to give us a one-word hint that connects some of these words on the board together. So just for example, if he gave us the hint, let's see, frosty for 3. What that means is that there are 3 words on this board connected to the hint frosty. So obviously the first one we would look at is snowman. That would be an obvious one. But then, you know, we would have to get a little bit more abstract of, well, Frosty the Snowman goes on a big trip throughout the movie. Or you could trip if it's frosty out. If it's frosty and there's ice, maybe trip in this row is connected. And you might guess that. It could be right, it could be wrong. And basically, Corey's going to give us a series of hints to help us find our blue field agents. Every time we guess incorrectly, run out of guesses, or pass the turn, a red one is automatically revealed. So that kind of puts us on a timer. If we aren't interpreting the clues correctly or fast enough, every round or so, another red field agent will appear. And if we guess incorrectly and reveal a red one, you get the red one from the one you guessed, then your turn's over and a second red one is revealed. So that's worst case scenario, almost.
I have to give one for 2. I don't want to take much longer.
Yo, Kayla sent a heart me, and Dr. Facilier sent 3 squirrels. Thank you so much. Binge watch on Netflix, Hunter x Hunter is very good, BTW. It is. It's a lot to get through, but it is very, very good. Like Tokyo Ghoul, just didn't find it. I haven't seen that one yet.
All right. Going for 2, start things off, stall for a little more time for me. All right, we got butterfly for 2.
Butterfly knife. Butterfly knife. Dr. Facilier sent a full army of squirrels.
Woo!
Thank you so much. Moth. I'm seeing some people say moth. Moth is not like a butterfly, but I can see the connection there. So many people saying moth. All right, let's see it. Show me moth.
Okay.
Now YouTube, I waited, because you all yelled at me for the travel agent one. I waited to confirm that it wasn't just TikTok saying moth, that it was in fact YouTube as well.
So
Reveal another red one.
So moths aren't butterflies.
I'm aware of that. I'm aware of that.
I'm gonna get rid of chicken jockey.
Chicken jockey. Oh, that's such a good point. It's just a golf butterfly. Let's see. Field does make sense. I think we should look at field for the old butterfly hints that we missed. These butterflies could appear in a field. And blossom, maybe, because they go to flowers. If that was the case, why wouldn't you say bee? Doesn't bee make more sense for blossom and field? Maybe I'm missing something. Corey is big struggling today.
This is a hard board to connect.
Dragon.
He said it, not me. I'm just saying.
Butterfly dragon. Dogs chase butterflies. Ah, that's a good point. Corey's dog specifically. My dog doesn't chase anything.
Sure, my dog will chase everything.
Your dog will chase food.
Oh, my dog will chase food. Oh yeah, quick tangent while Corey's thinking of a hint. I have family visiting this weekend, which I'm a little bit worried about because my aunt likes to occasionally slip my dog some food. And you might be wondering, oh, are you worried because you think your dog's gonna get fat or become unhealthy? No, he's already fat. That's not what I'm worried about. What I'm worried about is when my dog Guinness starts to get a little bit of table food, it unlocks a demon in him. And he goes absolutely insane trying to get more. Last time my aunt was here and did this, Guinness, at the middle of the night, midnight, she was asleep, okay, decided she has more food to offer me, and would run to her door and just bark and bark and bark and bark. And she slept through it, luckily, but I could not, and I was worried about him waking up other people. So I grabbed the dog, and usually, if my dog Guinness is upset, Guinness likes me a lot. If I pick him up and put him on my bed and keep him there, he will calm down. He'll go to sleep. He'll lay down. He thrashed his way out of my arms to dash back downstairs to start barking at her door again. It got to the point I spent 2 hours trying to calm him down. At one point, he learned that every time he was barking, I'd grab him and pull him away from the door. And if it looked like he was going back downstairs, I'd grab him and pull him back down. What type of dog? He's a puggle. He is half pug, half beagle, largely pug though. He tricked me by pretending to calm down and calmly walked over to my bedroom door. So I went, oh, it's over, it's done, he's giving up. I walked over to my bedroom door, I opened it for him. As soon as he realized my hand was on the door handle when I couldn't grab him because I was opening the door, he juked me and ran back downstairs and started barking again. Guinness is a runt. Half pug, half muggle. Yes, that's what puggle stands for. What time is it there for you? It is 2. We are on the East Coast.
Mark, I'm gonna show you a clue and you're gonna tell me if it's legal or not.
Smart dog. Yeah, the one time he's smart. The one time he's smart.
Mark is going to be the one that decides whether or not this clue is legal.
I'll allow it. I'm seeing what you're writing. I'll allow it.
Yippee! We can get 1 for 3!
Butterfly could be draw. That's interesting.
Alcohol poisoning for 3!
Alcohol poisoning for 3. My partner's dog is a pug crossed with a poodle, which is apparently called a pugapoo. I was aware of that.
I hate that. I hate the pugapoo.
Right. Stream deserves more love. Oh, I appreciate that. Alcohol poisoning. Club. Regret. Nurse. Ooh, nurse makes sense. Club. Nurse, right? I'm leaning towards nurse. Country Mozart says nurse. This is like a literal thing you go see a nurse for. Like it could happen at the club. You do have regret about it.
I was at the club.
But club, nurse, regret. Corey, I'm gonna start with nurse.
Nurse!
Oh, thank goodness.
You're telling me, man.
Oh, thank goodness.
You're telling me.
Corey, show me regret. Very nice. Very nice. Club makes a whole lot of sense, and after club, we'll try to knock out another butterfly one. America for sure. Bunny May. This is not exclusive to America.
Yeah, come on.
There's places like Ireland out there, and you're gonna say America.
Whoa!
Alright, show me club.
Bang! Club!
Woo, very nice. That is 3 of our 9 field agents discovered. Do field next. I fully agree. Show me field. Maybe it is America as an American butterfly.
You know, you could say all this. I did see quite a few people saying the right answer, so I can die happy.
Mary sent a go. Thank you so much, Mary. Swimming for the butterfly stroke? Okay.
I gotta reveal a red. I'm gonna get rid of bubble. Gone.
Swimming for the butterfly stroke. I like it. I like it. Yes, we've been begging you, Mark, swimming. You know, you can say swimming. You can say swimming. But if I am not acknowledging it, maybe say swimming as in butterfly stroke, like Country Mozart did, as that may help me to make that connection, because in my mind, those little butterflies do not be swimming.
They do be swimming. Well, only for a very short period of time. And then they don't be living.
Is Mark on the red team?
Alright, are you ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Chicken for 2.
Chicken jockey.
Chicken tonight.
Fine. Show me swimming.
It's like the butterfly stroke. It's like in swimming.
I'm gonna explode.
In swimming, you know.
I'm gonna explode. Buffalo. Buffalo? Why buffalo? Buffalo. Buffalo chicken. Okay. America fried chicken. Buffalo wings. All right. It's been said on YouTube and on TikTok. They're all saying buffalo. Buffalo chicken. Of course, show me buffalo.
Buffalo!
Alrighty. Very nice. That is 5 out of our 9 field agents discovered. Very nice.
All parts of the buffalo, especially the chicken. Important.
We have 1 guess left. There's 1 more on this board connected to chicken. Chicken house. Crane is a chicken. Chicken jockey. Jockey's not on this board. Dragon. Dr. Celia, you're kind of spitting with that one. You're kind of spitting with that one. I think it's dragon. Foil, blossom for butterfly. Ons, this is not on me, okay? This is not on me, this is on you. I've gotten half the red board due to butterfly guesses. And I agree, that's blossom. A says blossom too. Show me blossom. Chicken blossom.
Chicken blossom! Now you said, oh, if he was trying to connect blossom and field, he'd say bee, not butterfly. You're right. If I was trying to connect those two, I'd say bee.
And I could also rule out blossom. You know, it does. I saw a shit ton of people saying field. I saw so many people saying field.
Listen.
We had all along. Is the we in the room with us right now? Okay. Who is this we? I see chat spamming field, and then I guess field, and they go classic Mark throw. Is he on the red team? Of course, show me a red one.
I'm gonna get rid of Crane.
No one said field. No one said field. It did not exist. I'm gonna start.
Is the field in the room with us now?
I guess field, and all of a sudden, all 100 people in chat went, Mark, what are you talking about?
Mark, you're sounding crazy right now.
We never said that. Yo, Kayla subscribed for the first time. Holy moly.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. They have officially became a meep, gaining access to the exclusive red prawn emoji next to their name.
And welcome to the fish fry? I don't know.
Welcome to the fryer.
Yeah, all you have to do is gaslight Mark, and then you're never wrong.
We're just gonna gaslight him.
All right, last one, hopefully. Victory for 2. It's what we want right now. Victory. Victory.
The key to victory is just killing the other guy. Belt. Victory belt. Oh, belts. Okay. Like a championship belt, like wrestling. First. I'm seeing first place in draw. America in first. I don't think America is notably doing that right now.
Yeah.
First as in first place. I like belt and first. Okay. All right, Kayla, our newest subscriber, just said it, so we're going with it. Corey, show me first.
First!
Woo! Very nice. That is 7 of our 9 field agents discovered. Do you say this is the last one, hopefully?
Hopefully there's 2 remaining.
Oh, okay.
So you could theoretically get it all in one.
Also, a total of 7 people said field.
I counted. He went back and counted.
7 individual people, a lot of repeat messages.
I don't believe that. Show me belt. Victory belt. Victory belt.
Belt.
Hold the belt above your head, victorious. Foil and belt. If it's belt, will you buy a new one?
It's not belt. It's not belt.
It's not belt, Dr. Cillier.
All right, I gotta reveal one of these freaking red ones, dude. I'm getting rid of Tool. Hey, that's you.
Knew it was Keg. Wow. Hey, guys, if we don't get it this round, we lose from the red team discovering all their field agents.
No. There's 2 reds left.
Oh, okay, 2 reds left.
2 reds left. We're good.
Well, if we guess a red one, we lose.
That is true.
Hello, Norma. Good to see you.
All right, I gotta think. I gotta really contemplate.
No, Kayla, I assure you, it was not your bad.
I gotta contemplate. Oh, I think I know. I think I know the link.
Told you it was dragon. Oh, victory dragon.
You know, the dragon you get whenever you become victorious.
You win. Here's your dragon.
That's what Game of Thrones was about, right?
Yeah. 2 more. We got this.
Medal for 2.
Medal. Show me gear solid. So
That was good. Hey, good one, man.
Key, right? Key and foil. Key. Okay, it's like key to victory, maybe. Key and foil. I'm seeing a lot more foils. Key and foil. Key first. Star said it. Show me key.
Bang! Key to victory, man.
Key to victory.
Every time you said victory bell, I was just thinking of the Pokemon.
No, wrestling.
Victory bell.
Guys, should we consider dragon? In D&D, there are metal dragons. Are we considering dragon for metal? Anyone? Only foil?
No.
Dr. Cillier was a dragon believer. Where are they now? Of course, show me foil.
It's foil! Dude, these words were tough.
That was a tough board.
These were tough. I didn't know how to connect like half of these.
Was foil for chicken?
It was. Yeah, tinfoil. You know, you wrap your chicken in tinfoil leftovers. It's the best I could do.
That's fair.
Oh man, the assassin? He's talked about a lot.
Oh.
It was his house.
House?
His house.
Oh.
A lot of people wanted house party, and I just saw Clark Lane said house and metal are both music genres. I was sweating a little bit on that one.
Corey did great, except for effing butterfly.
I think butterfly was banger. I think that was a banger one. I think it was. I stand by that one. Yeah, right ups. They got it. Foil for leftovers with the word chicken. That was exactly correct.
Corey is innocent. Well, I wouldn't go that far, but maybe butterfly.
I'm innocent of all crimes. Never have I been convicted, and never will I be convicted. Travel agent. I stand by that because I didn't think that existed. So I stand by it. In my mind, where travel agents don't exist, that was a great hint.
I agree.
See?
Unfortunately, we don't live in that world.
Well, maybe you don't.
All right, I have set a new board for us. There are 9 new field agents to discover. Corey, can you erase the old score?
I can.
Score to beat is still going to be 3.
Dr. Facilier, I'm with that one, all right? He says butterfly is as good of a hint as monopod. So you either have to say monopod's a great hint, and so is butterfly. Or
No, like, monopod is a thing that you just chose to forget what it is.
I did not choose. I didn't know what a monopod was.
And you chose to ignore some very accurate guesses from astute sources. I will always say. And monopod was for 3, so it's inherently a better clue than butterfly for 2. Just saying.
Yeah, Clark nobody's been a travel agent in 25 years. Except everyone knows what a butterfly is.
Well, clearly not. Clearly not.
What's up, Professor Unknown? Welcome back in. If moth wasn't on there, it would be fine, even though moths aren't butterflies. I mean, you just said it. You said it yourself. Moths aren't butterflies, all right? Travel agents aren't real. That's how I live my life. I pretend that they don't exist. Yeah. You know what? That's a good point. I should have thought about all of those travel agencies that exist right next to Blockbusters in Circuit City. What a sad city that is. Just you go down, you walk down the street, you got a Blockbuster on your left, and on your right, you got a Circuit City and a travel agency. Don't gaslight yourself. Travel agents aren't real. Mop. Are we guessing what the assassin is? Is Mop the assassin? A moppy assassin? Field, Cloverfield? Or Field and Clover, both clues. Are we really going that monster? The state of Wyoming is fake, it's a shell company state? I think in the US there's actually only like maybe 10 real states. The other are all government psyops. They don't actually exist. Like Nevada, exactly. Utah, Wyoming, excuse me. Mop is good. Mop is safe. Ohio, exactly. Ohio is the classic one. Delaware, that's another one, I agree, absolutely. Kelsey Weasel, are Utah strong in chat? Justice for Utah. The Dakotas, exactly, again, government psyops, they're not real.
It's real, there's just one of them.
There's just one.
You can't convince me there's enough people for 2 states.
That does not exist. It does not exist. Maryland? That's an interesting one, because Maryland does have the capital in it. Well, I guess technically not, because the capital's separate, but I think in all the maps they draw it as part of Maryland. So, like, if you're saying Maryland doesn't exist, you're saying that the capital doesn't exist. Which I guess that would be a pretty good psyop, I think.
We are on the same side as the White House.
Florida is the only real state? Florida is one of the real ones, because there's no way somebody could make up Florida. And I'm sticking by that logic.
Got the northern one.
Exactly, Board Ghost. Florida is a country pretending to be a state. California, yeah, California is another one of the real ones, absolutely.
Okay, I'm just gonna have to go with it.
These guys are such dorks, it makes me angry.
All right, I'm gonna start us off. Clue's gonna be recess for 4.
Recess for 4. Children. Lock it in. Send it. Lock it in. Play, play, you play during recess. I love it. Show me play.
That is correct.
Easy.
Very nice, very nice. That is 1 out of our 9 field agents discovered.
Lunchbox. What are you doing?
Trying, focus is catching on something.
Oh.
Here. I'm trying to figure out what it is.
Is it this marker? Is it the red marker? We caught on the red marker last time. If I hide it. Grab it. Grass, grass, grass. You play in the grass during recess. I love it. Show me grass.
That is correct.
Bang.
That is 2 out of our 9 field agents discovered.
Board Ghost. Lunchbox, because you have your lunchbox during recess. Sunburn. Is sunburn a thing you get during recess? I've never experienced it.
We play outside. It's the eraser.
Get rid of that eraser.
There's an eyeball there.
Stick. You play with sticks during recess. When you're my skin tone, yeah. I think stick makes more sense. Mark, show me stick. Oh, you never play with sticks during recess. Not once. Not one time. Do lunchbox first. I'll keep lunchbox locked in. Next round, we'll send it.
All right, I'm going to reveal yet another red one. I'm going to reveal pastry. Pastry belongs to the red team.
Hell yeah, get that locked in. The guy who said he's so angry because we're dorks says, I'll let you off because you guys are low-key good looking. You know what? Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, I'll take that. Oh my god.
What the hell?
That's the kind of unhinged behavior we're here for. I love it. Ditch, like take a recess from school in general. Oh, like you're ditching school? All right, hell yeah. School? Nah, not even once. Lap maybe, running laps. I think lunchbox is my front runner because that's like a recess adjacent thing, a lunchbox. Ditch, I'm so not on sunburn, but chat seems to really like it. I'm gonna use do I want to use my tyranny and say no sunburn? No. If chat really wants it, I'll lock it in. But lunchbox is my front runner right now. One time I stabbed my friend with a stick when I was 7 during recess. Is that an option? Bella, no, I don't think so. Especially since the stick was absolutely wrong. I don't think so. Hear about sunburn because teachers force you to wear a hat because of sunburns. We weren't allowed to wear hats in our school. Notably, at our school, we were not allowed to wear hats. Notably not. If there's 4, you know, one is going to be a stretch and that's sunburn. That's fair logic. That's fair logic. Broken because my friend broke her arm during recess once. All right. What do you guys think of gangster rap? It's good. However, do you really want to know my opinion on gangster rap when you see my complexion? I don't think I have much to say about it, other than I like it. I think that's as far as that opinion can go. He's locked in.
I'm locked in.
That's why Corey always wears beanies now. Exactly. I wasn't allowed to wear hats in school, and I've taken that to my grave. I will be. Corey, your opinion matters. Mitch, I appreciate that. And my opinion is gangster rap is kind of sick. Amen.
Pause.
Be spitting. Yeah, is that I don't think schools normally, whenever I say my school doesn't allow hats either. I don't think schools normally allow hats. I don't know, is that an American thing? My school is absolutely, they got angry. You wear a hat, take you hat back, never heard from again. Oh, that's fair. Yeah, private school uniforms. Corey looks like a Nicki Minaj fan, and I love it. I'm gonna be so for real. I don't think I've listened to a single Nicki Minaj song. I hate to break that illusion for you. All
right.
I don't dislike her. I just know nothing about her.
So you can still consider old hints.
Whoa!
Holy moly. Ginger Nurse 87 sent a happy Friday. Thank you so much. And Ruin sent 50 squirrels. Thank you, thank you. Foxy the Pirate for 3.
That Happy Friday was sick. Foxy the Pirate, Five Nights at Freddy's.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Corey, you know Dochi? Yeah, she's pretty good. I like Dochi. I'm not super up to current on her, but I've liked a few of her songs. Scared, cause you're scared at Five Nights at Freddy's.
And remember, you still can consider ones that you missed from
That's true.
Recess.
I think Scared makes the most sense. Scared, Broken are both good, but show me Scared.
Scared is correct.
Scared.
Very nice. That is 3 of our 9 field agents discovered.
Masked because it's a pirate. Broken makes sense. Foxy the Pirate does look sunburned. I think we go with Lunchbox next. I like it. Give me Lunchbox.
That is correct.
Yeah.
That is 4 out of our 9 field agents discovered.
Yeah. Who the fuck is Foxy the Pirate? Bro, someone's not up to date on their Five Nights at Freddy's lore.
Show me Yarg.
Show me Yarg. He's broken. He got heartbroken from Chica because she left Foxy for Freddy. Heartbroken. Masked is good. Broken, he looks right. I like Broken. Show me Broken.
That is correct.
He's a broken robot.
That is correct. You have 1 guess remaining, if I'm not mistaken. That is 5 for our 9 field agents discovered.
Go back to 2014. What? Five Nights at Freddy's. Hey, the hit titular movie Five Nights at Freddy's came out last year. So really go back to 2024. Masked from a ship. Masked. Then Lunchbox Mary. I don't think we can take it.
Lunchbox.
Yeah, we already guessed Lunchbox. Oh, let's hit Masked. Sure, let's do it. Nope, that was on me. That was on me. I'll take that. I'll take the blame for that one.
Let's reveal.
I'll take the blame on that one.
Let's reveal Heart as belonging to the red team.
No! Foxy's heart! No! Ginger Nurse, that's on me. I was the one that said Masked originally. I saw someone back me up on that play. I was so excited by it. I went for it. Foxy mops his tears from the heartbreak from Chica. Bite 87, ever heard of it? Is Bite on this list? 87? Either or? Dude, these allergies are killing me today. I don't know if you could hear it in my voice.
A little bit.
It's tough out. It's tough. Yeah, you got some? Give me some Claritin. Benadryl makes me too eepy.
Keep that thing on me, brother.
He keeps it locked. Wait, when you keep guessing for recess? Yeah, we are allowed to guess based off of any of the clues. The red one you said?
White one.
White one.
Pink is better.
I will take 1 Claritin. Yoink. Thank you, sir. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to hide it. It is just allergy medicine, but I don't know. Oh, you get some. Hold on. Whoop.
Corey just used Diet Coke to take that Benadryl because we had no water. I'm lying. He didn't do that.
You're right. It's actually much worse than that. I didn't use anything.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I just used the power of my esophagus to swallow that. No, Zyrtec, no! Spare body parts?
Okay.
Recess, nobody's on the paper gang for rock, paper, scissors. You know, Mark always throws paper in rock, paper, scissors every time. Houston X-ray tonight. No! Taking it dry is wild. Kelsey, I didn't have any liquid. I checked the fridge. Today, the only thing I could drink in there was a Coke, and today's a cheat, or not a cheat day, so I couldn't drink a Coke. And I didn't want to wait for the water.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'll do that after stream.
Yeah, this is the. Yeah, don't be putting crap. Why do we have to do this for live?
Look, he handed it to me.
Your
I'm taking
hint's
it.
plain for 2.
Plane for 2. Aeroplane? Paper plane. Paper airplane. Paper, yeah, paper. Show me paper.
That is correct.
Paper engines, because planes have engines. That makes sense. I like that. Mark, show me engine back to back here.
That is correct.
Woo!
Very nice, very nice.
All right, we're still missing one or two for recess. We're still missing one or two. Can you capitalize the L, please?
No.
I tried country mode, sorry. I tried. Lap. You take a lap during recess. I think it's.
There you go, made it worse.
I think it's poll time. I think it's poll time. Luck every time you land. Every time we land, the pilot closes their eyes and really hopes that they manage to land it perfectly.
Pilots don't want you to know this. They have no clue why planes fly.
They have no idea. They're just as scared as you are up there.
All right, wait, what are the poll options?
Lap, sunburn. Those are the two that I think chat likes the most. So in that case, since we have room for two more, I'll throw paper for that one chatter.
Paper's already been guessed.
Oh shit, that's right. Paper airplane. Duh. Ditch. Ditch is another one people liked. Ditch, and then we'll do pass as the last one.
All right, the poll has started. You have 1 minute to let your voices be heard. What do you think it is? Do you think it's lap? Do you think it's sunburn?
Dude on the right gets a sunburn from the TV. You're so right. And that's the most frustrating part, is you're actually correct by that.
Huh.
It's true. It's true. They turn on that static. It's like a flashbang in my face. Man.
All right, it's neck and neck between lap and sunburn. People are considering this as an old hint, which was recess. 2 field agents remaining.
Let's see. So far, YouTube likes sunburn the best, with lap second. Slowly catching up, but it's getting there.
Pilots don't need to know as long as the engineers designing the planes do.
That's fair. That's why they have the auto landing feature.
You know the old joke about the engineering professor on the plane that was built by his students?
Was he scared?
You know, there's an engineering professor who takes all of his students and they get onto a plane and they announce that this plane was built based off designs that the students submitted. As soon as that said, all of the students jump up from their seats and dash off the plane, leaving just the professor remaining there. And they ask him, they say, "Wow, you must have a lot of faith in your students." And he goes, "I know my students well, and I guarantee you, this plane won't start." The winner is lap.
Let's go for a lap!
That is correct!
Yay!
Very nice.
That's all the guesses we can take for this round.
Yes, you're now out of guesses, meaning a red one will now be revealed. Let's reveal ditch as belonging to the red one. And final one. Sunblock for one.
Sunburn! Let me say sunburn! Yeah! Sunburn!
That is correct! You were a sunburn denier from day one, but it was in fact a hint for recess.
That's fair. I knew it. Once the chatter said that because it's a 4, the last one's going to be a stretch, and which is why it's sunburn, it swayed me.
Yeah.
That made sense, and I was like, okay, I get that. Okay, we have to satisfy Stardy, all right? What was mop?
Mop, red.
Oh, bad.
The assassin, thankfully, nobody talked about it much. It was Cell. Cell was the assassin.
Cellular device?
Cellular device.
Cellular device, man.
And, yeah.
What was the Foxy the pirate one?
Once again, it was a stretch. I was just trying to give you more guesses. Originally, I was looking at, let me clear this. I was looking at scared, broken, and engine. And I'm like, there has to be something in there. I was gonna say originally, like Golden Bonnie, because the spring lock, is what got him. But I'm like, that's not really an engine. I was gonna say Remnant, which is the soul fuel that they use for engines. I'm like, that's so much of a stretch. They're not even gonna get scared or broken if I say Remnant.
You are much deeper in the Five Nights at Freddy's sauce than I thought.
So the reason, I was stuck in this Five Nights at Freddy's mind. The reason I went with, there's better ones I could have done probably. The reason I went with Foxy is scared, broken, That motherfucker be running laps that whole game.
Dude, that's so true.
He's sprinting.
That's so true.
Where are you guys playing this electronically? I built this setup myself. It is not available anywhere. It is running a bunch of custom logic and code talking between BitFocus Companion, Google Sheets, OBS, and a whole bunch of assets.
What's up, Chill Pop? How you doing?
Yo, Sarah Clayton sent a rose and 4 squirrels, and Chill Pup is here, sending 77 roses. Thank you so much, Chill Pup.
Did we count the reds for that one?
Yes, 3.
Hey!
Same as before.
Hey!
Well, alrighty. Let's see. Are you down to go again?
I am. And Pops was asking in chat how many more are we doing before we head out this joint.
At least one more.
At least one more.
At minimum, one more.
If we get another agent one, another travel one, then, probably not that.
It's to you. Also, yeah, as a reminder, we're going to be live a little bit early on Monday, earlier than our normal time. We normally go live at 6 p.m. Eastern, New York time, which is 5 p.m. London. Yo, Ginger Nurse sent a I love TikTok live.
Woo!
Holy moly, thank you so much. But this Monday, we'll be going live 2 hours early. So it's going to be 4 p.m. New York time, 9 p.m. London time. It's 11 p.m. normally, says Pops. Well, for you, it'll be 9 p.m. on Monday when we go live. We're doing something fun. We're going to be acting in a short film, just as background extras. I love TikTok Live. I think they live in New York, lol. Maybe.
New York.
I mean, there's the long New York time zone, which stretches like half the globe.
Yeah, you say Eastern Standard Time, people don't know what you're talking about. You say New York time, everybody knows what you're talking about.
9 a.m. I would assume for Oz, for our Land of Oz viewers.
Okay, hell yeah. Don't let those monkeys get you, those flying monkeys. They're gonna lift you up and then drop you down.
Mark Logic, impressively actually programming these games for us. Mark Logic, I can erase it if you're doing hints.
No, sorry, I already did it.
Sorry.
It bothered me.
I forbore.
It's okay, I forgive you. This time, you make the mistake again, 10,000 years out.
Fish for 3, sushi, mercury, and port. They have TikTok in prison. What?
To all our prison viewers, hey, hope you get out soon. Best of luck.
Yeah.
Wait.
It's a wild statement.
What?
About that? You want
I'm sure if they're watching us, they have changed their life for the better and redeemed themselves.
We're sure about that, though.
Look, I killed a lot of people. I saw the Boardgamers. Yo, Mitch sent a galaxy!
Yo!
Holy moly, thank you so much, Mitch. Absolutely wild. I've never played this game, but my dad would always be a good hint, right? Let's see, what will we connect? What will we connect on this board for our bro is Defo Him's dad? I would say applause, because I do a big round of applause every time I hear about Defo Him's dad.
I love the commitment to the bit.
Yes. State maybe, because their dad is out of state, so I've heard. Classical music, opera, Beethoven, string, parentheses, violin. Ovation, opera, applause, Beethoven. These are all good ones. If these words are blue, we are just randomly naming words, but I like the connections. How is Beethoven on there, but not Mozart? I'm about to rage quit. Mozart, your name might be in the system. I'll check. Let's see, can I check that right now?
I think it was Country Mozart who put in the Discord a bunch of like actually good words that kind of relate to our patrons. You should check it if you haven't seen
I'll
that
add
yet.
some of them.
I like
I'm not
some
gonna
of
add
them.
all of them, but I'm gonna add some of them.
There are some good words in there.
Okay, hold on. I'm going through my Codenames files, like how I actually run this crap. I'm gonna scroll through the database and see if Mozart is one of the possible words that could show up. If it's not, I will add it after stream. I know better than to mess with this setup live.
It's all gonna go wrong if you touch it. It's gonna explode the second you touch it.
Let's see. All right, found the M. Let's go M-O. And yeah, there is no Mozart. No Mozart currently. I'll add that after stream.
Mary wants you to add Mary so they can marry Mary.
Mary is probably already there, because Mary is also a word that exists outside of it being a name. Let me check. So we can marry Mary. That is a good bit. Let's see, here's Mark. Oh, Mary is not there by default. I will add Mary too. Mary and Mozart. How about that? Do we have a final squirrel tally for last night? I crashed after last night and then
all did.
spent the morning setting up for stream. So I actually did not have a chance to tally, but I plan to. What video games do you play? Me, not many. Mostly Marvel Snap.
Hell yeah! Any snappers?
Ginger Nurse sent 64 squirrels. Holy moly, amassing the squirrel army even further. Thank you so much.
Oh, you know what's awful? This board's easy. I can't think of anything.
Really?
Yeah, I'm gonna do this one. This is a good one.
What?
I think. Hold on.
What music do you like? I'm gonna answer truthfully.
No.
Okay. But I apologize. I listen to many types of music, but past 3 years in a row, my Spotify top played song has been an anime opening or closing theme. Different animes, different songs each time. Kickback from Chainsaw Man was my #1 last year. I listened to it probably more than anyone else in America. Actually, that was 2 years ago. The year prior was Flashback.
Yeah, do you remember what last year's was?
Flashback. It took me a moment.
And you know what? I don't listen to music that often. I mostly listen to podcasts. But I'm gonna give 3 bands I listen to off rip, or 3 musicians I listen to off rip.
Country Mozart and Norma both sent 3 squirrels. I appreciate the YouTube squirrels.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna give 3. This is really gonna, if anyone who knows these 3, it's gonna be a very good encapsulation of my music taste, alright?
Okay.
The first one that everybody knows, Baby No Money.
Yeah.
Love Baby No Money. Alright. Then, Step Down, Nate Wants to Battle, or Nathan Hart. Very few people are gonna know that one, but the few that do are gonna be
Are you
excited.
giving us the answers here?
No, these are my, this is the music.
Okay. It seems like some loaded fun facts before the hint reveal.
No, this has nothing to do with the hint reveal. You asked about music. That's about music.
Okay.
You're not paying attention to what's going on. You just talked about music for like a minute or
You
two.
hold up the board like you're about to reveal and then started talking about your personal music preferences with a lot of music clues on the board.
They asked us what our music taste was.
I was stalling for time, man. Go on, go off.
And last but not least, Powerwolf. Anyway, retrograde for 2.
Alright, so it's Baby No Money on the board. We got Check on the board. Check, perhaps. Hatsune Miku.
That clue has literally nothing to do with my music taste. Baby Nas. Hell yeah.
Mercury. Oh, the Mercury's in Gatorade. That's a good point. Corey, my Mercury's in Gatorade. Can you show me Mercury?
You should take it out. It's kind of soggy.
Woo! Let's go! That is one of our 9 field agents discovered. Retrograde. Retro. Shadow? Shadow? Can you explain shadow? I don't get it.
The Hedgehog.
Shadow the Hedgehog, it was in retrograde. Not a single clue what the other word could be, haha. Yo, Professor Unknown in YouTube chat sent like roughly 10 squirrels.
Yo, look at all them squirrels.
Retrograde going into dark, so shadow. Is that what retrograde means? I thought retrograde wasn't going into dark, but it was like something to do with Mercury's orbit in our night sky going from one direction and switching to a different direction.
I think that happens when there's a new moon.
Happens when there's a new moon. something that can move backwards. It's moving backwards. Okay, that's what I thought. Internet,
reverse.
skate, blacksmith for Minecraft. Yeah, that was Minecraft.
Chicken jockey.
Chicken jockey, because you skate backwards. Lap. Guys, I got nothing. I got nothing for this. I'm gonna pass.
You gonna pass?
I'm gonna pass.
All right. I'm gonna reveal. Lap.
Lap, okay.
Lap.
Retrograde means changing directions no matter what you're discussing. Ironically, Mercury is never moving backwards. When you say it's never moving backwards, you mean it's never moving backwards in our night sky? Or are you stating like, yeah, its orbit never flips around and goes backwards? Because like the retrograde discussion, to my knowledge, was about like, oh, we can't be orbiting a star, or what was it? It's like, it was like the sun can't be the center of our universe because we can't explain why these orbits flip around in our sky. Or maybe it was because these orbits flip around, that was proof that we do orbit a star. I forget how it goes. Rainbows, they never move what appear to be. It's the appearance of moving backwards. State of retrograde. I'm good to lean towards state right now. That'll be my top pick, state. Isn't there a shadow period when a planet goes into retrograde? Maybe Corey would know better than me, but I was not aware of that. The retrograde of Mercury from Earth's perspective is an illusion. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. We are missing one for retrograde. We will return to it later. Shadow, I could be convinced. State is my top pick right now.
Let's go USB for 2.
USB. Internet, maybe?
USB. Son of a bitch.
What? Port! Port! Oh my goodness. You should have said starboard for 2. Corey, show me port.
Bang! Port.
Very nice. That is 2 of our field agents discovered out of 9.
What would be the other one for starboard?
I don't know. That's up to you.
No, it's up to the board, actually.
I'm not the clue giver. Internet. Does USB really, like, connect to internet? Right? I mean, I guess it's the best he has. Internet, maybe string. When will stream end? In like half an hour or so. Maybe less, maybe more. Show me internet.
Internet.
Woo! Very nice.
Bang.
Now, do we want to state and or shadow marry? Yes. Bridge from the USB to the computer. No. Okay, I'm gonna pass.
All right, you're gonna pass?
Yep.
Let's give it a shadow.
State marry, not shadow marry. There's no shadow period and when Mercury's retrograde. That's ridiculous.
I mean, there might be. I don't know. I don't know.
3.5-inch floppy disk. Show me 3.5-inch floppy disk.
All right, bam! It's not on the board. I can't show you one. I'm sorry. I have some floppy disks at home.
Do they flop?
No, actually, it's a misnomer. They're just disks.
State marry because if it's wrong, it's not our fault. Since shadow's been eliminated, I will consider doing state next round. Our next series of clues. The originals were floppy, says PMT. Ah, that's interesting. I feel bad for the cards that never flip. Yeah, me too, man. Tragic. I have to go, maybe come back later. Adios, Professor Unknown. Good to see you. Yo, Aaron sent a heart me. Thank you so much. The life of an empath. But like, they're just words. Like, they don't look like people until they're flipped. Is it because you know there's a person hiding under here who never gets to come out?
Well, some of them are evil, so you can't have too much sympathy.
That's fair. That's fair.
Some of them are literally killers.
That's fair.
All right, I got one for you. Seaweed for 2.
Seaweed for 2.
Seaweed for 2.
You can have empathy for things that aren't people, Mark.
That's true.
The previous clues were retrograde, which we're missing 1 from, and USB, which we're probably missing 0 from. Sushi. Sushi, that makes sense. Corey, show me sushi.
Bang.
Very nice. That is 4 of our 9 field agents.
Can I say something controversial?
Yep.
Never had sushi. I don't like seafood in general.
California roll. California roll.
What's a California roll? What's on it?
It's avocado, the seaweed stuff, the rice, imitation crab meat.
Okay, well, imitation crab meat is still seafood.
It's not.
Imitation
It's not
seafood.
really. Wait, do you not like crabs?
Crabs are okay.
Get the hell out of my house. Get the hell out of my house. Alright, we're looking for more for seaweed.
No, Norma's on her way to beat me up. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Norma, can you kill this guy?
No.
Imitation crab is fish. I'm aware of that, but it doesn't like really taste like fish. I'm with
I like
Corey on this
seafood, man.
one.
I just don't like seafood.
Money.
Come on.
It's coming. Money
Let
for
me live,
for
please.
seaweed. I would be leaning towards tissue personally. String, because a string of seaweed. Tissue as in textures of tissue paper. Okay, but then seaweed. I would say seaweed kind of looks like a tissue when it's floating around. String, squid. Is squid on this board? No, squint is on this board.
I'm a kid now. I'm a squid now. I'm a kid, I'm a squid.
Should we state married? Picnic for dried seaweed. Deep tissue seaweed massage. Ooh, okay, I'm leaning towards tissue right now. But I kind of want to do state first, as in a state of retrograde. Corey, show me state.
State of retrograde.
State of retrograde, very nice.
Yeah.
That is 5 of the 9 discovered. Show me tissue.
Tissue!
Just a miss, not bad.
Just a miss. It's not bad. I'm gonna get rid of champion.
Oh, the seaweed champion. That was my next guess.
I'm sorry. I know. I got rid of champion so I can do this clue.
Oh, the famous Mozart opera, Seaweed in My Wig.
Well, Mozart would know.
He is the country Mozart.
He is the country Mozart. Let's go with...
State of retrograde is one of the real states of America. Yeah, Maryland's a fake one. Instead, it's a state of retrograde. And it appears like it's moving backwards. How it got that name.
All right. Oops. Sorry. There we go. Let's go with roller derby for 3.
Chat, I'm going to defer to you on this one. Maryland is indeed real. I would know, says Mary. Skate.
That's a good point. Maryland is wherever Mary's at.
Skate, hurt, skate. Show me skate.
Skate!
Woo!
You be doing that at a roller
Very
derby.
nice, you do. And you know what else you be doing? Playing Johnny Cash's Hurt, a remix of 9 Inch Nails' Hurt. Show me Hurt.
Do you know what a roller derby is?
It's where you get together and listen to Johnny Cash and 9 Inch Nails.
I mean, you're not wrong. Not wrong. That's right. That's right.
I know.
You're not wrong.
That's why I said it.
This guy, he's a knower. He knows things.
I know things. Couple of weirdos, indeed.
It's true.
Yeah.
Don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
A
either.
throuple now that you're here.
That's a threat. That's a threat.
Applesauce? Why applesauce? Can somebody explain to me what a roller derby is or how applesauce connects to it? Football on skates. Oh, okay. Okay. Football on skates. Yeah, I was not aware of that. String. Dentist. They run over an apple that turns into applesauce. Is that the logic? Do we have that many people saying applesauce because they might run over an apple with their skates and it turns into applesauce? Did somebody say that? And then that many people were convinced applesauce?
Mark, applesauce is not on the board.
What?
It's applause.
Applause. Okay, I'm dyslexic. I'm fully dyslexic. And then I saw some people saying applesauce once I said applesauce. Thank goodness.
You know.
Oh my goodness. Corey,
Not apple.
show me applesauce.
Applesauce!
Guys, you have to keep in mind, I am incredibly dyslexic.
Shouting at you.
I was so confused for a minute. That was me struggling to figure out what the hell was going on. I'm like, did I just miss applesauce? Is chat really a fan of that? No, Mark's just stupid.
Few of us dyslexics did. That's okay. I didn't even notice either. Chant for string. We have one guess left.
One guess left.
We could blindly go string for no reason. Centaur and Sentry all over again. String. I'm only seeing one person say string. 2 people saying string. Does anybody else? 3 people saying string. All right, show me string.
String!
Holy crap! Holy crap! That's it! We won! You're right! We won! Oh my goodness! Dyslexic and so program these games. Genuinely appreciate you.
I love JC.
Thank you, Mary.
I'm not dyslexic. I'm just a fan of applesauce.
I'm just a fan of applesauce.
They just gotta say they're what they're a fan of.
I was saying applesauce, and the first person I see is like, yeah, because they roll over the apple with their skates. I'm like, what?
That makes sense. That makes sense. String was for seaweed, yeah.
Oh.
Because it's just stringy. Really what I wanted to do is I wanted to bang out an easy 2 so I could get rid of champion, so that I could give the roller derby hint.
That makes sense. We stand applesauce. I knew it.
Applesauce.
You know, applesauce is being added to the board too.
Yeah!
I need to have an active list of words that I'm adding. I'll write it down later. Let's see. I think we have time for one more game.
One more game?
Yeah.
I'm down for one more.
One more game. You can erase the board. Oh, the assassin was Squint.
It was.
Looks like.
I don't think we ever talked about that one. I think maybe at the very beginning it was said once or twice. Park Lane was in fact right about string. They got it. They nailed it. I could go for some applesauce too, man. I could go for some applesauce. Oh,
There's some in the fridge. I don't know if it expired within like 3 years or so, but
I feel like I shouldn't even check then. I feel like it's
check. Read the expiration date. Tell me. It's in the top door.
Top door.
Yeah, it's in that little covered thing.
Oh, I see it. I see it. All right, let's do a fridge check. Let's see how old this applesauce is.
Fridge check. Applesauce doesn't expire.
It's not apple, stupid. It doesn't expire. All right, we have. It is very concaved on the top there, which isn't a good sign. Best by January 31st, 24.
Okay, so it's still good.
Yeah, no.
No. This goes in the trash after stream.
No, sir. No.
Chat.
This is over a year expired.
It's just applesauce.
No, don't say yum.
Yum.
Don't say it's fine.
15 months is a no, sir.
Oh my lord, I just got attacked by sauces. Ugh. Mandarin teriyaki sauce. Does this expire too? Now I'm just doing a fridge check on Mark.
Yeah.
Now we're just inspecting the fridge, see what's in there, see what's good. Death by various sauces. That's what I'm saying. Look, it was sealed, but like I said, the top had concaved in. It was being sunken in. How do you play? Super simple. Mark's gonna give a clue followed by a number. Our job is to figure out how many words, which is the number that he gives, on this board relate to the word he just said. So if he says, what are some words on this board? Chalk, dad, stove, ham. If he said food for 2, right? Ham and sub, they're both foods. So we would say sub and ham. And he would reveal, let us know if they were right or wrong. And we win by guessing all the blue cards. And then our score is however many red cards we didn't wind up guessing. Red's bad, blue's good. Guess words. It's pretty self-explanatory. I am bad at explaining it. It's one thing every time somebody asks, and it's my job to explain code names, we're in for a wild ride. Because I'll never explain it the same way twice, and it's going to be bad every single time. So your best bet is after I stumble my way through the explanation, you then have to watch the first round, and then it should hopefully make more sense to you. Chicken for 3, coop, stove, bird. Perfect, Yasmin. Perfect. It's a perfect clue.
I'm gonna say play for 3.
Play for 3?
Play for 3 is going to be your first hint. That I'm telling you that there are 3 words on this board connected some way, somehow to play.
Somehow, some way. Park, you play in a park. That makes sense to me. Mark, show me park.
That is correct. That is correct. That is 1 of our 9 field agents discovered.
Hell yeah. Then pool, you play in the pool. Mark, show me pool.
That was pool on this board. That is a miss.
Oh.
Unfortunate. You're missing 2 for play. And now you gotta miss, the turn is over, and a red one is automatically revealed.
Soldier, bicycle, all of those make sense to me.
I'm going to reveal
Chalk.
soldier as belongs to the red team.
Chalk makes more sense. I meant to say chalk and not soldier. Chalk, that makes more sense to me. Never said soldier, not even once. Mark didn't have to reveal it, quite frankly. I was never thinking of that, even one time. I was always thinking of chalk. That was my front runner. Coop, like co-op. Yeah, there you go. Bicycle, that's another one. Gallop. Are you play galloping? Who's play galloping out there? Not me, that's for damn sure. You tear a ligament when playing? Country Mozart, if that's common enough for you to do, you might want to see a doctor. You might want to see a doctor, and that's all I'm going to say about that. Clues, so far the first clue we have is play for, it was 3 that you gave that hint for?
Yes.
Play for 3, so we're missing 2. Equestrian lovers? Is that just horse fans? I mean with love, Young Show and Rhett and Link. I don't know who those are. Yeah! Oh, you focus, right? What the hell? Look up hobby horsing, you won't regret it. Hey, I assure you, I am well up to date with the very difficult sport of hobby horsing. Alright, those hobby horses got stronger soldiers. So, Godspeed to them. Hopefully they can make it out of their tournament without spraining an ankle. Do you think if a hobby horses trips over one of the hurdles and they break a leg, they have to get put down like a normal horse? Because that's part of the experience of being like a horse person. You have to do it. Like, it's the only humane thing to do. Because the horse's legs can't heal properly. Yes, for sure. That's what I'm thinking. They have to get the full experience.
This is the best I got for you right now. Critter for 2.
Critter! Let's see. I hate to say it, it's dark, but it is part of the experience. Bug. Bugs are critter. Show me bugs.
That is correct.
Woo!
That is correct. Very nice. That is 2 out of our 9 field agents discovered.
Real Western, real cowboy vibes with critter. Seashell, bird. Birds are critters, if you think about it. Birds. I love birds. Show me bird.
Nope.
Damn.
Time to reveal yet another red one. I'm going to reveal Dad. So sorry.
No!
So sorry, it's defo him.
Bro, it's defo him.
Yo, Aaron just became a 1-month subscriber.
Yeah!
Holy moly, thank you so much, Aaron.
Welcome to the Meeps.
They now have an exclusive Meep tag next to their name, and it become a red prawn.
I'm gonna out myself a little bit. JC Max says, Corey has definitely watched Heartland. I love it. I have not watched Heartland, however, I know of it because my mom was obsessed with that show. So while I have not sat down and watched it, I have seen enough clips and scenes from that show to know what you're talking about. How is Dad a critter? Dad is not a critter. So because we guessed wrong, we ended our turn. What happens when the turns transition is that Mark will reveal an incorrect answer on the board, and we lose the game once all incorrect red answers are revealed. So it's basically a ticking clock, right? So each turn, we have less and less lifelines to continue guessing with, right? So it is absolutely not a critter. You are right in that, but you had to reveal it.
Ham is a critter.
Ham is a critter.
All right, your next hint, and you can consider the ones you missed for critter before, is going to be Army Dreamers for 3.
Army Dreamers? Army Hammer?
Yep. Army Hammer.
I actually don't know what that is.
It is a song.
Oh, okay, chat. I'm 100% relying on you for this one. I'm 100% relying on you.
Army Ham.
Bicycle, boom, Army Ham, gallop, bicycle for play. Do we want to guess play ones first? Chalk for play. Yeah. Brave poem. Brave, bicycle. I think we're more confident in the play ones for right now. So brave is for this song, people are saying. Chalk. I like chalk for play. So let's do chalk first. That's the one I'm most confident.
Chalk, are you locking in?
I'm locking in chalk.
That is correct.
All right.
I can't believe more people don't know this song.
It seems like
this is a really famous song.
Maybe they just don't know it by name. Maybe I'll have to listen to it after stream's over. Maybe it is really recognizable, just people don't recognize it by the name.
It's another monopod situation. The Kate Bush song. Yes, that one.
Poem and Brave people seem to be saying for this, so let's go Brave first.
Brave?
Yep.
That is correct.
I'll trust that. And I'll trust the poem people as well. That makes sense. Poem songs are poems. Yeah, absolutely.
That is correct as well.
Hell
that
yeah.
is 5 out of our 9 field agents discovered.
And then there's one more for Army Dreamer. Boom. Do things explode in that song?
Norma says, love Kate Bush. Amazing. It's a song by Kate Bush. Yes, YouTube knows what it is.
Kate Bush, the one that did the running up that hill.
I think so.
Boom for Army. Army Dreamer sounds like the title of an imaginary killer song. Bicycle or Boom? Bicycle or Boom or Seashell? Mark, I think it's poll time.
Okay.
I think it's poll time. I'm gonna put the onus on chat here. I don't know what to do. I'm scrambling. I'm nervous. I'm straight shitting my trousers.
I can confirm that much. All right, what are the options?
Boom. Bicycle. Seashell. Whoa, I'm opening up folders on my computer. That's not what I wanted. And pass. Will be R4. Will be R4.
The poll has started. Let your voices be heard. You have 1 minute on TikTok or on YouTube to send in the votes. Lisa the Star says to heart me. Thank you so much, Lisa the Star.
I see it already.
All right.
Very nice, very nice. 40 seconds remaining. Interesting. What are you leaning towards out of these options?
What am I leaning towards? I know nothing about Army Dreamer, at least off the top of my head, so I'm leaning most towards Bicycle for play, because that seems, you love biking. That seems like a very you answer.
Tony used to love biking.
Tony loved bicycles.
Oh, right, yeah, 15 seconds remaining. So far, Bicycle's in the lead, Boom is close behind, Seashell is third, and Pass only has 3 votes. How are things looking on YouTube?
So far on YouTube, Boom is the one leading the field with 50% of votes going towards Boom. Second is Bicycle and Pass tied.
Also, I saw Ginger Nurse say, I'm a patron now. Thank you so much, Ginger Nurse. Board Ghost will update the board. Is that the name that you prefer? Ginger Nurse 87.
Ginger Nurse 87. That's how many Ginger Nurses there are, 87.
I wasn't sure if Board Ghost was going to update the board now or after stream. It looks like Board Ghost is doing it now. Thank you so much again.
Yeah, I heard Board Ghost whisper that they saw it, so I didn't want to say anything until the magical board started floating away.
Yes.
But thank you very, very much, and they said yes, that is the name they prefer.
Wonderful. Thank you, thank you. Elena sent 3 sausages and 9 roses. Thank you so much. The winner was Bicycle.
Bicycle by how much?
I think it was 8 votes.
8 votes? Then let's see Bicycle.
That's a miss.
Oh. What was number 2?
Number 2 was Boom.
Boom was the winner on YouTube, so we might have to go Boom next. We're gonna keep Boom locked in for Army Dreamer. Army Dreamer goes Boom! I knew it was Army Ham. They got it. The Army Ham. You gonna reveal red?
Yeah, let's reveal a red one. I'm gonna reveal Scientist.
Scientist!
It's right above your head.
Whoa, it's right above my head.
Yo, that was scary.
There it is.
Yo,
There it is.
Ginger Nurse has been added to the board of patrons. Thank you so much, Ginger Nurse. Yes, we will do a more formal reformatting of the board this weekend. Thank you so much.
He's adding a little stank on some of the new ones, or the ones that he forgot to write on there. I like that. I like making them special. A little bit of pizzazz. I like that. I like that. Board Ghost always be freestyling. He'll always be freestyling. Ginger Nurse says, yay. Welcome to the board of patrons. the board of people that are funding our next studio. It's going to be really cool when we move over. I'm very excited. They're hard at work over there.
I need to Google something real
You
quick.
fit a small ham emoji after Norma's name on the board. There's space next to my name for a little drawing. There is. You can put a little ham down there.
I'd have to put a ham next to everybody.
Yeah, that is true. If we put one ham on there, everyone's going to want a ham next to their name.
Want ham.
Are you Rhett and Link? Have you been lying to me this whole time?
Yep.
Are you actually 47-year-old Rhett from Good Mythical Morning?
I thought I was Link.
Oh, that's right, my bad. Are you lying to me? Have you really been 46-year-old Link from Good Mythical Morning this entire time?
Yeah.
What are we doing here then?
Alright, your hint. Your hint. We have 4 left. We have 4 clues left, or 4 field agents left. Your hint is going to be bifocals. For
Bifocals. Bye. See you later, focals. How often do you post on Patreon? Not at all, really, right now. Right now it's just for this. Just people started giving us money on Patreon and we wanted to give them something for it.
We're working on, we're going to put the custom wavelength cards that we use up on the Patreon, along with some other things. We are currently developing stuff.
Glasses! Mark, show me glasses.
That is correct! Very nice! That is 6. 6 out of our 9 field agents discovered.
Okay, let's see. Glasses, bifocals. Is there 2? Is there 2? Co-op? Co-op 2 glasses. I think I'm spitting. We gotta go boom next, of course, so show me boom.
Boom!
Boom!
5 big booms!
5 big booms. We got 2 left. Mark says bifocals for infinite, meaning that he thinks we can get this all in one because we've been talking about a lot of the previous clues. So seashell is another one we've really been talking a lot about. I think that makes sense. Show me seashell.
That is correct.
Woo!
That is correct. There's 1 field agent remaining. You can keep guessing all you want, or you can pass, or you can just go for it and figure it out and solve the case right here, right now.
Gallop for play. Bicycle and chalk were both hits, right?
Bicycle is a miss. Chalk was correct.
So we are missing one for... No, it was play for 3, right?
Yes.
No, we have them all for play, I think. Pass, brunette. What are we guessing? Guessing our final word. We could take a Ham Mary.
Ham Mary, folks.
We could take a Ham Mary. Chat, I haven't given... For anyone who's new here, our chat loves to take a Hail Mary by guessing ham every time it's on the board. Chat, I haven't given in to the Ham Marys in a long, long time.
Ham Mary or pass.
I'm gonna throw a Ham Mary. I'm gonna throw a Ham Mary!
Ham Mary!
We're 1 away from winning.
Alright, I'll make a poll. I'll make a poll so the onus is on chat. I'll make a poll so the onus is on chat. Yeah, that's a good point. We are 1 away from winning. I'm gonna make a poll so the onus is on chat.
Cowards.
We're going to... Don't worry, I will put ergonomic in the poll.
The assassin hammer.
Ergonomic. What was the other one? Gallop. And then I'll put pass is the last one.
You want... Okay. Ham, pass. What are the other ones?
Ham Mary, ergonomic, gallop, and pass. That way the onus isn't on me. I know you, and there's a very good chance you were doing that bit because ham is the last one. But you make a very compelling point, is I don't want it to be on me. On me.
Oh, let me spell gallop correctly.
Ham assassin. ZG says confused. ZG, I understand. Don't worry. What are we guessing exactly? The last word is related to what? So, because he said infinite here, what he's trying to get us to guess at, it could be anything relating to the previous clues we've already had, something that is not been said so far. Mark is just thinking we can finish the game right now based off of all of the information we have gathered throughout the course of the game. So, our 9 words, not all of them, but some of them are related to play, critters, bifocals, and then what was the other one you said? I'm missing one.
Army Dreamers.
Army Dreamers, the song.
Song by Kate Bush.
Song by Kate Bush.
How come I can only vote for Ham once?
What were the 3 we got for play? I only remember Chalk. Park was one of them. Did we say Grass? I think Grass was another one. Did we ever say
Grass is not on this board.
Okay, alright.
I mean, I can tell you what they were later, but...
Yeah.
All right, the vote is over. Winning by 6 votes is Pass, beating Ham.
Beating
YouTube?
Ham? Let's see if YouTube has swayed the Ham Marys. Let's see if YouTube has swayed the Ham Marys. Oh my goodness, hold on. Ham Mary, at the very end, it looks like there was 6 votes for Ham Mary on YouTube. And 1 vote for Pass.
Oh, so that means by 1 singular vote.
1 singular vote.
Pass wins. Corey, are you passing?
I gotta go with what chat wants.
All right.
No Ham.
I'm gonna reveal Coop as belonging to the red team.
Ooh.
And your final hint.
What was that? Ham Mary! Ham Mary! Let me see a hand for 1! Ham!
It was Ham. I was trying to have faith. I was trying to have faith.
I should have done it.
People didn't talk about Ham like at all, but I had to have faith. You're at the end, one left. Just fuck it, Ham Mary.
You gaslit us! You gaslit us!
Why did you plant the doubt? Because he locked in. I was about to reveal it. I don't know why he suddenly went out to a poll instead.
I don't know, man. You scared me.
I was doing a bit.
You scared me.
I was doing a bit because he was locked in.
You scared me. And you know what? I mark my words, chat. I will be never scared of the Ham Mary again. From this day forth, my solemn pledge to you is I will never be scared of the Ham Mary Gambit ever again.
You know, I can like manually plant Ham as the assassin.
Well, then we're gonna lose. And that's gonna be on you.
All right, clear all. Play. What was it for play? It was Park. It was Chalk. And this one was a stretch, but I was just trying to, get in people's minds. You can play with bugs. Some kids play with bugs. Critter. Bug. Seashell. That was what it was. Army Dreamer.
Army Dreamer.
Brave. Boom.
It was Boom.
And Poem. The guy died.
Hey, sorry to hear about Army Dreamer dying.
Yeah.
He's 5 big bones.
His name was Jimmy Army Dreamer when he died.
No, what was the assassin?
Assassin, no one talked about it much. It was... Stove.
Stove. You can play with stoves.
Rigged Fugazi scam? What? Why are they talking about Fugazi in chat?
Is that shit that is the orb that you can spin around?
No. No, that's Fushigi. Fugazi is a well-known, unwell-known band. Of the bands that are not well-known, Fugazi is the most well-known unknown band that I think I've ever come across.
Okay.
And anyone who listens, they wrote Waiting Room. You're telling me you haven't heard Fugazi's hit song Waiting Room?
I'll be waiting in rooms from time to time.
This is the second time Fugazi has come up on this channel. I probably brought it up myself before. My cousin was trying to play Waiting Room on the family speaker during Thanksgiving, and my family kept skipping the song and turning it off. And he's like, no, we're listening to Waiting Room by Fugazi, and kept putting it back on. It was quite the thing. Waiting Room's a fine song.
What's the game name? It is Codenames, and you can get it from your local game store or really any big retailer. But if you can support your local game store, please do.
But yes, that is all we have for you this evening.
That's it. I'm clocking out. My shift's over. 3 hours on the dot.
Thank you all so much for everyone who watched, who liked the stream, anyone who followed. If you want to see more, the only way to do so is going to be to follow. So
I like to role play at the end of stream like a blue collar factory worker who's just punched his ticket. He's going to the bar afterwards,
Yeah.
You could at least pretend the bit's interesting. You could at least like yes and me.
You could have too. Happy to be here, said 84 squirrels. Thank you so much, and to all of our new subscribers.
I'm targeting you in Magic tonight. You're gonna go, why are you targeting me? Why are you targeting me with all your removal and all of your creatures swinging out at me? This is why. This is why.
Twig says, I like the bit, Corey.
Thank you. Thank you.
Twig. That's all we have. Goodbye. See you at 4 Eastern.
4 Eastern.
4 Eastern. 9 p.m. London. Bye. Thank you for the heart, me, Grace.
Bye. Later.